think everything's on. I think we're here.
Woo! Guys, we did it!
Season 2!
We did it!
Season 2! Season 2! Season 2!
Dear viewers, we're sorry about your ears. Nathan's contract's about to expire. We're getting rid of him soon. I mean, welcome to Here Be Dragons.
His character suddenly died.
Oh, all of his characters suddenly died. Welcome to Here Be Dragons. My name is Jared Sarton. I am the Dungeon Master. We are back with our original crew, our original characters from Season 1, across the couch. First, most important, is Tinkerbell, the little mascot of Here Be Dragons. And we have Lindsay coming back as Valari. We have Lauren coming back as Ari. We have Nathan as Garth and Austin as Rumil.
Well, hello there.
But before we dig into the game, we've got a few things going on. First off, we got a bunch of great sponsors. Take a look at all the sponsors above the players here.
But also look at their things right here.
There's things all over. We have Blacksmith Craft Dice. We are rolling some of the new series and some of the first series of these dice. They are amazing. Now,
so pretty.
We're talking about the new series of dice because in this show, we are, not opening this, we are giving away one of the new series of the dice.
They're so pretty.
So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm creating and starting, let's see, DM, tech guy, and all together, crazy person. A giveaway has started. You can type !enter or !ticket. You each can get one entry into the giveaway. You do not need to be here when it's done. So if you have to go to bed, you have to let the dog out, you have to go find more burritos. Yeah, looking at you, POTUS. If you need more burritos, you can do that.
Nice.
That set.
All them tickets.
That set will be drawn at the end of the show. Before we do our final sign-off, we'll let you know here, and we'll also hope to hear from you as soon as possible. We also did a giveaway celebrating our return to Season 2, which features not just Blacksmith Craft Dice, but also Caffeinated Kobold and Critical Treasures.
Their coffee's behind my head.
The coffee back there.
Because it's
I want it all.
powering.
It's really good.
Our announcement will officially go live at 4:30 Pacific Daylight, Pacific Standard, Pacific Time.
PST.
California time.
It will go at 4 p.m. PTSD. Yeah, basically. So at 4 p.m. or at 4:30, that is gonna go live. I'm already losing it. These characters gonna get lots of free stuff today, or they're all gonna die.
You need more caffeinated
I need more caffeinated kobold.
Clearly.
But that post will go live. But because we're here and you're watching, Birdie 38 is our winner.
Birdie 38.
Birdie 38.
Yeah, Birdie 38.
So thank you everyone who shared, who liked, who followed, who also shared, liked, and followed all of our sponsors. As we are growing, our sponsors are growing as well, and we love to focus on people's crafts.
Also, thank you guys for the compliments and the shout outs on the set.
Yeah.
And
There's been a
the t-shirts.
Yeah.
A lot of this
So-
is art that Nathan did and designed by Lindsay and Jared.
Yeah.
So, all
So
sorts of fun new stuff.
you see that we're in a new setting, except for me. I'm still in wherever they left me. They're in an inn. They're in the Stumble On Inn here. That is all thanks to those of you who supported us on Instagram, Indiegogo, IG similar. So Indiegogo.
The animatronic characters on our set are super lifelike.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
I
It
mean,
took a long time to program them, POTUS. You have no idea.
POTUS, that's actually just me talking. I'm the only real one here. I did a lot of software development. These guys.
I'm a real boy.
Oh, I messed up the coding on that. But
No, it's fine.
everything behind our players, some of the new gear on set has been all thanks to you for sharing your love and support there. It's only going to continue growing. Over by Austin, we do have a book, our guest book. It's hard to see right now, but we will be uploading some photos of the guest book to Instagram as we go along, showing your support by having signed our guest book here. We've written it in there nicely for you, and if you'd like a different name in there, too bad.
Too bad.
It's in there. It's in pen.
Donate $5 for a
carved
scroll
it.
and
Yeah,
character name.
sign you in again.
But Other things so you're aware, below on Twitch, we have solved a few things that were troublesome in the last couple seasons. iOS didn't let you subscribe very well. You can subscribe now. So scroll down in the info section on iOS and you can subscribe. Everyone else, you were able to subscribe already. Why haven't you?
And it's still September.
It's still September, so if you haven't subscribed to us and or anyone else on Twitch that you enjoy and follow, half off for the first subscription for that channel, meaning you pay like $2.50 for a $5 subscription. So support those who are making great content.
And if you're on Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription each month that you get to throw somewhere.
For Frizzle.
For Frizzle. But we're not just promoting us. It is September, so do go hang out with all of your favorite streamers and make sure you show your love there too. Check.
Speaking of subscriptions,
Heads
thanks
here.
to everyone who's already subscribed, especially already today. We have a bunch of new follows. Let's see, we've got D. Jefferson, Senior Club, Selim227. Sorry if I'm reading these wrong or pronouncing them wrong. I'm doing my best. Skibras.
Dude, that's a sweet name.
Geranium?
Yeah.
42.
Geranium
We need to
42.
get our
And Shadow
bifocals.
Reels.
Shadow
Shadow
Reels
Reels
subbed
sub!
and
Nice!
D. Jefferson subbed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 2 subs there and a bunch of follows. That's amazing.
Yeah, and just so you guys are aware, if you haven't already seen or heard, we do read the comments, we do interact with you. I do like it because I don't read the comments, and if my players start laughing at something, then by all means, thank you for making that happen. One more thing, as I'm reminded, for those of you who tip, we do have scrolls. These scrolls correspond to different tip values, and they are random things that could affect the game. And when I say could affect the game, yes, it will affect the game for somebody. The
It's gonna
DM,
happen.
the players, it'll be randomly assigned as well. But if you do want to assign something to somebody, you see below me there is the hype boss. That health meter gets knocked down by tips, bits, which you can emoticon and put a number on if you have bits to spare. You can buy those or get them from watching ads or something like that.
Austin's
Yes, Shadow
shells.
Reels. This is my favorite.
So you can take over that hype boss, and when you do, you get to give a nat 20 to anyone on the couch or me. Pick me. Pick me. Don't.
Hey guys, if we don't call it out, like we love all your ideas and we do make notes of them, so keep them coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just a quick note on that.
We do have all of our little
Story time.
goblins off to the side taking notes. It is story time. Let me find my story. I have my story here somewhere.
5-year-old Nathan is so ready.
5-year-old Nathan is so ready. I'm not ready for 5-year-old Nathan.
The world is not ready for 5-year-old Nathan.
Good thing the world doesn't have to be anymore.
And he picks up his juice.
I got my yoo-hoo, I got my dice, I'm ready to play with my friends. Let's go.
All right. Awaking from a deep slumber, our adventurers find themselves nestled into a plush and pillowy jungle. Head spinning with a little disorientation, the adventurers woke and began to recall their situation. The days prior ran into a blur. So much has happened. Many unsolved troubles lay ahead. It began with poltergeists emerging from a fountain in the town of Loudwater, breaking up the town celebration. This brought our group together to begin with. They dispatched the evil, with one summoned unicorn later, and a bunch of scared townsfolk. The town was just a bit safer. Now, things weren't solved and simple, just like that. They met a little fellow by the name of TikTok, who, at first they believed, was behind it all. In a town where things are not as they appear, who would have thought that a goblin would be the friend of this group?
Speaking of that goblin, they want a
A
life-size
life-size
cardboard cutout of said goblin.
Don't we all?
He would, we could find a spot here.
So I apologize to interrupt, but it was just perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Make note, that is something we could draw up and we could find.
Like peeking out.
Peeking out, yeah.
from
It sounds
Perfect.
like they're gonna start a specific funding page for that.
Perfect.
Perfect. You can tip, and you can say in your tip, hey, I want this to go too, and we'll make note of it. We'll make note of that. But who would have thought this little goblin would be the friend that they all needed? He was a friend, of course, and he wasn't behind the attack. TikTok quickly spoke of ancient city ruins below the city of Loudwater, and corroborating with the leaders in the Sylvan Temple nearby, yes, there were ruins, and yes, there was danger. Danger and death had come to overtake this city. Being well-adjusted and smart adventurers, they did as they should. Dove headfirst into the ruins below, ready for action. It was only a matter of time before they realized they were not the only ones down there. Defeating 2 displacer beasts that seemed to be guarding something or someone, and just as they found out what was being protected, it was gone. A snake armband, quickly taken before their eyes by a small rogue, dashed off and left them with nothing. Continuing their investigation, new light came to these dark depths. A powerful mage had invaded the city and was looking for something. Having rested up and received some magical gifts from TikTok, the party ventured forth to understand again what lurked below the city. As Nathan pulls his stack of magical gifts, the city ruins below offered traps and puzzles to protect the passageways, but eventually the party made it to where they think they needed to be, and once again found that rogue. Having quickly dispatched of him, but not killing him, they gained the knowledge they needed for what they thought lied ahead. They banished him from the city and continued forth. A bit of face paint later, and some clever disguises, they found out that they were below a mansion in the north part of Loudwater. This mansion was home to some of the crazy, evil things going on. Nearly face to face with the big, bad evil, and barely containing themselves, the adventurers went forth into the mansion. They found out that there was a portal that was transferring creatures, objects, people back and forth between some other place or realm, and just as they went to charge in, it closed. Having met a tiefling, not only our tiefling here, but another one who was part of this, they got rid of her as well and continued on. A little more reconnaissance, and an acquisition of an abandoned candy shop. It was time to find the key to this portal. In their search, they found that the Sylvan Temple was attacked, and a chest containing 2 halves of magical objects was stolen as well. They rushed back to the portals just in time to begin the process of opening them. The portal opened in front of their eyes before they even thought they had the combination correct, and out rushed a giant creature to take them down. However, our adventurers were ready for a fight. They quickly eliminated this threat, and just as they were about to go in through the portal, out stepped the mage that they were looking for. Having followed the adventurers through, TikTok was ready to save them and tackled the mage back through the portal. Mere seconds behind, the party rushed through the portal to help TikTok. On the other end, unfortunately, was hours past. They met a ragtag group of kobolds, goblins, all led by a black dragonborn who had been ambushed previously. They sent them along with a little pin in the shape of a leaf and painted black, and this crew kept them safely to the edge of the town that they now camped by. A toss of a blanket and a pillow fort later, the kobolds, goblins, and eventually the dragonborn leader did come to rest their head with these adventurers. Morning breaks, sunlight comes through the opening of the tent. A small from one of the kobolds laying in the middle of the room, a little and a kicking kobold in another corner of the room. The party is now beginning to wake up.
It's the most comfortable blanket fort I've ever slept in.
It's definitely a top 10.
I've never slept in a blanket fort, so it's the best one for me.
It's alright.
One of the goblins sits up and looks around and pats a little pillow that's shaped like a bug, picks it up and puts it under his arm. And as he starts to walk off like he wants to keep it for his own, it disappears out of his hand and reappears back where he picked it up at. He looks around and shakes his head and stomps off and walks out the door. And just as he's about to get out the door, a kobold comes rushing in and shoves him out of the way, runs up to the adventurers. Did you see it? Did you see it?
Breathe. Stop.
Words. Use
Speak.
your words.
It is not. It's a very vague word.
TikTok?
What's
Never
TikTok?
mind.
So, last night, you guys missed. Oh, I was on guard duty.
Okay.
Aphora came.
Who?
Aphora? Oh, you don't know Aphora?
Is it just like one fora, or is it a fora?
Is that like
For a who?
Aphora is one of the gods who gives blessings. Oh,
Oh.
What?
what?
You did-
yes.
And
Um,
you didn't
you didn't
wake
mention these.
anyone?
We didn't even leave out cookies.
I was so stunned.
Actually, the tent may have left out cookies.
It does leave out chocolate.
It gave hot chocolate.
Did you talk with him?
Her?
It?
It?
Then.
God.
I
What
was stunned.
was Aphora doing?
Just as this little kobold looks a bit scared to answer these questions, the Dragonborn steps out from behind a plush tree. Aphora is one of the gods of this realm, and since you don't know who Aphora is, I don't believe you're from this realm, are you?
No.
Not quite.
That was your first clue?
Remember the portal?
Yeah, well, portals work in many ways. Point to point, realm to realm, death, it happens. So, I guess it was another realm that you came from. Give me a second. He digs in his pack and pulls out a scroll of paper, which I have hidden there.
What?
This scroll of paper, for you players, if you turn it around, this is an unfinished manuscript from one of the world's
Near.
greatest writers.
Near, which is the place we are. And,
And
far.
Near is the world you
Our
players
world.
are in.
Our world explained. Near, far. Oh, sorry, not Bree. Got it.
So, he has handed you what appears to be a first draft of a book, and in its pages has some understanding of the world at hand. Now, players, I'll let you skim through some of this.
Okay.
This is definitely something to read
Out
later.
loud right now?
Read out loud all 12 pages.
No, here's the index.
Somebody
start
did
at
great
page one.
on their SATs.
So you can pass that around and skim through it as we go if you want to
Okay.
learn anything more here. But
Ah,
for those watching the
After
stream,
words.
I will give a link to that as a PDF to its current iteration.
Aw,
As
they're
soon
joining
as-
in our sing-along.
Aw. As soon as the episode's over. Or actually, maybe on break if I can get to it for you. So, he hands you this manuscript. This hasn't been released yet, so please don't give this to any printers or any writers. C12N has entrusted it to us, and we had to read through it.
C12 what?
C12N.
What's
So the
this?
letter C, the number 12, and the letter N.
Person, place, or thing?
Warforged.
Warforged?
Person-ish.
Okay.
Okay, so again, because you're not from this realm, we have constructs here. They look and feel somewhat human-esque, but they're metal, wood, stone, and
Like a
They've-
treant?
no, like a handmade person of sorts. And they're
robot.
imbued with life, and they have
What's a
thought,
robot?
and they have minds, but they've been around for many years.
I work with metal.
C12N is the world's greatest writer, and he's traveled to document things.
Well, all right. So this god being here is
Oh,
good.
yes. Alphora is one of the gods of gifts. So Alphora is autonomous force of action, and he, she, it comes in a pink cloud. Bright pink cloud. Because I haven't changed cameras here. Hint, hint. Now you missed it. You missed it. You totally missed it. I was pointing below me.
You
I
didn't
got
see
it.
what the
I
pink
saw
cloud
it.
was?
I got it.
Oh,
You didn't get it?
I get
I
that
got
now.
it. I got it. I got it.
When Alphora shows up, gifts are given. Gifts are given, and there is a package with a pink bow for each of you. This bow is only opened by the recipient. So, regardless of what Kobold tried to gnaw through it in the night, it's safe, and it's for you. And
Oh, isn't that
a
bullshit?
couple goblins walk in holding these gifts with a big grin, and
What?
one of them goes, Gorf, Gorf,
Garth? Garth Underfoot. Hello.
Gartaha. Okay, here you go, Gartaha. And he hands you
These people
box.
are weird.
I like this world. I open the box. In fact, before I do, I give it one of these. It's like, ooh, what could it be?
absolutely
Again,
no sound.
5-year-old child.
sound at all.
No sound made. It's a magical box. Come
I
on.
open it.
Nothing. No. Just kidding.
The richest air I've ever smelled.
Inside, the first thing you see is a dark silk glove that looks 100% fit to your hand.
What?
As you pick up the glove and hold it in your hand, the silk almost seems transparent, and you can see through it. There's a small diamond on the back of each glove.
Wait, hype bus.
$5. POTUS is still the hype bus, yes?
Oh, yeah, he kept it.
So we got a scroll.
Yay for
I
set.
just saw it go up. I
$5
can't
scroll.
read.
Yep.
$5 scroll. What color is that? $5.
Red.
Red.
Red. Perfect. I have drawn a red scroll, and we will talk about these gloves momentarily.
So many presents.
Okay, is
Woo!
Things
Okay,
are
sorry,
happening.
Deity of Protection. +5 armor class for a combat.
I totally need that one. Come
wait,
on.
what color did you just unwrap?
Red. I was told red.
Yeah,
I thought it was-
$5.
Unless this was put in the wrong
No,
red.
I was
So
told-
there's a +5 armor class for $5. Winner.
Jeez,
Bonus.
for combat.
And 1, 2, 3,
Mixed
4.
up.
We need to fire the scribe.
It's all right. We can
gets
figure this
very
out.
confusing.
I guess we have to figure this out afterwards, and maybe put a key in here that says DM.
Yeah,
right.
Don't mess up.
Well, it's when the things come off and it's just let's roll it back up and it's.
Yeah,
I will,
POTUS said
I will
yeah.
keep this.
back
I will
to it
keep this.
later.
That was the best $5 poll ever.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So
A plus
even better
one.
than the time it was
$5.
a
Does he
agenda.
choose or no? You roll.
Is it for one
roll.
round?
It's Austin.
it's for one combat.
One combat?
One combat. So that's definitely a bonus $5 scroll.
I could have
Yeah.
used it. I'm so squishy.
All right.
Squishy, squish. Yeah.
He's like, I mean,
So these gloves on the back of each.
so gloves for
A
Each
glove
gives
for
out
each hand.
extra
Okay, okay.
On the back of each,
Contain.
there is a small
diamond.
gemstone diamond.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, wait, what was that?
Okay.
Wait,
There's another $5
there's another $5 scroll. He felt like this is the rest of the +5 AC.
He just.
So I think he was.
I think he was like,
filling out
this
that-
feels like the rest of what that
It feels
costs.
like a $10 scroll, so he feels.
I was gonna draw another scroll.
I think he's
why
also the
not?
hype boss though. So who gets
Well,
the?
he was. Yeah, they were taking him down before it started, and then he.
Unless someone
and
else
then he
popped
filled
through.
his. No.
Oh,
he
filled-
was at like
he healed.
halfway, and then he healed.
Yeah.
Yes, our hype bosses can heal themselves.
That's
Oh.
why. That's why I had when they donate money.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you obliterate the hype boss with a lot more than you need, you get that bonus to your health.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
Hype boss.
Nice.
I don't know anything about this.
Tell us about these gloves.
All right.
Oh yeah, my present.
You place the gloves on.
The little one.
And-
of help presents.
You don't feel anything just yet.
Okay.
Clap.
Oh yeah. Clap.
It sounds nice.
I rubbed them together.
They're nice and
I
silky.
rubbed them on my
That
face.
feels very, very nice
like,
against your
mm.
face. Nothing
Alright, well.
happens yet.
Okay.
They look nice.
I know.
Now,
Very well made.
there is yet another item in this box for you.
What?
Is it our birthday and the other?
It's like Christmas.
You look in and there's
Christmas,
a
what's that?
silver circlet that dips in the front
I
where a
just
small
have one.
jewel is set.
Silver circlet that dips in the front where a small jewel is set?
Yep, so a silver circlet is something you
Yeah, I
put
put
your
on-
head.
yeah.
So it dips in the front where a
Yeah.
small jewel is
I
set.
put it on.
As you put it on, you hear a voice in your head. Give me a spell.
We don't hear that.
Any
Just him.
spell? Oh.
Oh,
What
that's
spell
good, 'cause
do
I
you
didn't
know?
really hear it.
Let me remind myself.
Is he talking out loud or in his brain?
In his brain.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I don't
going
know.
to
Is
give
he
you-
talking out loud and we just hear Garth like,
Yeah, you
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You
Are
just
you
hear Garth.
talking out loud or
You
are
hear
you
Garth
thinking?
talking back to him, I guess, right now.
No, I'm talking.
Shadow reels while he's looking at his spells. There is a plushie and yes, it's a lion plushie.
No. Oh, well,
Oh.
that
By
one
the
is.
skull?
It's a griffin something or other.
It's
I don't know if
a Wind Rider from World of Warcraft.
There
Yes.
you go.
But what's the thing in the corner of it? Yes, that's what that is. Okay. Anyways.
I'm going to give myself. How about invisibility?
All right. You feel a sparkle go around your head, and then you hear, "Thank you. Call on me when you wish to use it."
Sounds good. By the way, I'm Garth.
We know who you are, crazy person.
No, I'm talking to the thing on my head.
Your hair.
Right.
Anyways.
Silence follows, but you feel that invisibility is something you can easily use and call upon right now.
Wonderful.
Call me.
You look in the box, and there is nothing else.
Is there the ribbon still?
The ribbon disappeared as you pulled it off completely.
Darn it! I love to save those for when I'm giving out presents. You know, reuse, recycle.
He really does.
All about it.
Um,
I usually just
the
wrap them
next
in
goblin
leaves.
steps up with a big grin on his face. Vel,
Something.
It's her.
Velha, Velha.
Don't hurt yourself.
Valari.
Valari! And he steps forward and he notices
A lot
what
of
you are.
things.
And he carefully reaches
My
out and
tattoos
starts
probably don't
shaking.
help.
He is
Your
a
tattoos
goblin,
of snakes up your arms,
Right.
yep, that
Yeah.
are slowly
Like
moving.
actually moving.
He's freaked out, and you hear a little, and he runs out. He is so scared
Tell
of
him
you.
she doesn't bite. She just might electrocute you.
I might
done
buy
that.
it.
Don't make her angry.
So I take it.
Yep.
I turn it around. Does it look
It's-
any different on any sides?
Nope, it's a very square box. It does look like you've got a lid you can pull off if you undo the ribbon.
Can I smell it?
You can smell it all you want.
Do I
Do
smell
we need to roll
anything?
perception on the smell?
Can
No,
I
it's a
lick it?
magical box.
Okay.
if you can nat 20 perception 3 times over, I can tell you the smells coming from inside.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like.
What's in the
open it
box?
And like lift the little.
As you peek in, you see a necklace of black pearls with a single large white pearl that hangs off of a little string on the front of the necklace.
So I guess I take it and I'm gonna put it on. So that means I guess I drop the box and put it on.
Box.
As you put it on, you feel a slight motion in the pearl that's hanging. There's a little bit of gray smoke that twirls inside, but only just a little as you can see into this pearl.
I can see it. How far does it hang down?
It's on a string and hangs down just a bit further than like a pearl necklace. So you can look, when you look down, you see.
Okay.
Pearl.
Just making sure.
You just gotta make this face.
No, it's not a choker. It
No,
hangs
I
down
was
a
just
bit.
making
Yeah.
sure. And then. Okay, I'm gonna. Is there anything else in the box?
There are 2 gold pieces in the bottom of the box.
That's amazing.
Take them.
And then I found 20.
But when you clink them together, they become 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right.
But it
Just
may
don't let
be-
that get out of hand. This is like Harry Potter
It's
and
all-
the.
it's-
Oh yeah.
The next goblin steps forward. Ari.
Me.
He hands a box to you, and
I rip the bow off, rip off the lid, look inside.
the first item hovers up just a little bit, and it is a ring.
The quick cat's being seen.
It is a silver ring
Yeah, Shadow Rails. That's
with it looks like a clear tubing going around, a glass tubing, to accent this silver ring.
I put it on my pointer finger.
As you put it on your pointer finger, it fits just perfectly. You feel a tiny. You feel a.
Ari got a crack pipe.
There it is. You feel a tiny poke as it's like trying to alert you of something. And as you look down, you see an inscription around the ring.
What?
It says,
No.
"Bolster your men for a price.
Bolster your what?
Bolster your men for a price."
Okay. I think I'm supposed to help you guys? I don't know. Okay.
What's it say? I'm intrigued by everything. I love mysteries.
Yeah.
Bolster your men for a price. But it poked me.
It's definitely magical. Can I roll an Arcana check on it?
Sure.
If I have to like give blood to help you guys.
Well,
Hold on. It's a 13.
good catch.
13 total.
Yep.
You
It's probably magic.
look at it and you go, it appears magical, but
Yeah,
you
okay.
don't know anything about its magic.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
why would a god of gifts give silly little non-magical gifts? Come
They
on.
could be really comfortable socks.
They could be.
Thus
They
the
could be.
fellowship was formed. Exactly. Jacob.
And one more item is in the bottom of the box.
I grab it. And I
It
drop the
is-
box.
You drop the box. The box disappears as you drop it.
Whoa!
It is a small spider brooch with a golden chain.
God likes jewelry a lot.
As you flip the spider over, it's got a little marking on it. It says BR
B.
14NN4.
BRB, what?
BR 14NN4.
I called the kobold over who was telling us there's numbers on this. Is this another one of your living but not living imbued with stuff things?
He leans forward and looks at it.
Is that a I don't know, or I'm scared?
Yes.
1 or 2?
4?
Oh gosh.
Both it looks like a serial number, but it also looks like a
Serial?
name.
Eat it for breakfast?
A name.
No, serial number. All of the
Oh.
constructs get etched with a name that's like numbers and letters, and then the maker knows who has it and what it was, and you
Okay.
know,
Well,
in case you have to call the wizard company to help wizard some things out of it.
I'm not afraid to make that call.
Okay.
I pinned it on.
Right.
She will call anybody. It's like our cable,
And-
our internet went up.
One more goblin steps forward. I guess this is for you, sir. And he hands a box to Rumil.
Gonna pull the ribbon and like take the lid off.
As you take the lid off, a note floats up that says
A note?
a note,
Okay.
and it's written very nicely. It says,
Breakfast.
"More coming soon," and then it dissipates. And
Your present was ordered?
what's left in the box is a bag of gold pieces, totaling about 200 gold.
TBD.
Backers, if you're watching, please get me your item details now.
Yeah, this is exciting. Okay.
So, all of the gifts that you have received have come from our backers.
For
Yay!
the 200 gold.
That 200 gold wasn't from a backer. That was from the god that stole.
The guy that was like, man, this is awkward. I didn't even bring this.
There was some pocket lint in that bag as well.
Oh, lovely.
A stick of gum and a couple Tic Tacs
I love it. I love
Wait,
it.
I got a stick, guys. I have a stick.
of gum. Put it in your mouth.
Dang it. I wanted a stick.
Is gum a thing? Go outside.
I want magic.
All of the goblins
Oh, I
and
was like, there's
kobolds
so many sticks.
begin to hustle outside, and you see them putting on their gear,
I'm
their
excited
weapons,
to figure out what these
their
do.
leather armor, and hustling back off into the forest. It seems to be their time of day to make rounds through the forest.
Can I examine the brooch real fast just to
Yeah.
see if I notice anything else?
You may.
And good night, Shadow Reels.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, I think I
Ooh.
know
It's
something.
super late.
What'd you get?
19
19.
On the die.
on the die. Plus,
What are you rolling? Investigation? Perception? What would she be rolling?
or I guess I'd like to know like what it's
Investigation.
magical, like
So
if
that
it
would be
does
Arcana,
anything.
right?
So Arcana.
You could do Arcana, or you could do Investigation if you just want to see if it does anything.
Okay, I'll go with invest. Well, what about perception? Okay, it's gonna be an 18 out of
Okay,
it.
an 18. So you're looking over
Not very
the spider,
charismatic, okay.
and you see at its joints there's a little wear, as if the spider unfurls from the little piece that it is now into something more living.
Oh.
Hmm.
I would
Gonna be my friend.
You do notice as well that there is a little bit of an etching that's hidden under one of the legs, and it appears that the leg has closed over that etching.
Okay.
I would also like to do the same for my gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, there we go. That's a soft 20.
You are investigating, arcana-ing.
Arcana-ing? Both are the same
Arcane.
Okay.
Same
But I guess-
So
in intelligence based, but I guess it's,
Yeah.
if I'm
It depends
looking
on what you're. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see, like, if, like, I'm researching what do they do, is there anything special to them? They're soft, and they got some great diamonds on the back, but I wonder if there's, like, my brain says diamonds are sometimes magical components,
Sure.
so is it a
Alright.
conductor, is it a...
Oh, yeah.
as you're looking at the gloves, you notice there's almost no seam where you'd expect them to be between the fingers. The glove appears to almost taper off and disappear as it hangs across your wrist. And you put your hand down on the table, and just around your hand, you see through the table briefly, and then it goes away.
I go like this.
Pan's Labyrinth?
I want
That's
to.
what-
So he
You-
puts his hands up,
Yeah.
right? I see that.
Yeah.
Can I use Sorry, I'm gonna cast
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna go really well.
This is gonna go really, really well.
I'm gonna I'm gonna use my thaumaturgy cantrip to make like the lights like go dim and brighter, and the ground shake maybe just a tad.
So as you put your hands up, the ground shakes a little bit below you, and you can't see anything because
Your hands are.
your hands are in the
Well,
way.
I mean, like, I'm looking, I
But
was,
you
like,
would
lining up with the
sense it.
diamonds. I was like, do I see through the diamonds?
You don't, but you feel a little bit of a shake underneath you as you put your hands up.
That was weird.
Whoa.
I then like go up to. Well, I guess we're in a tent or we're outside.
You're in a tent. You haven't
But
gone
it's
outside.
like, but
yet.
it's like outdoors, right?
So
Remember,
I-
it was like woodsy still.
Like
in
I put
the
my
tent.
hands up against the tent walls.
You see a little sparkle around your fingers of being able to almost see through the wall, but it goes away fairly quickly, as if you're not ready to use
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What happens if I look at my ring?
I wanted to know more about my necklace too.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna say there's probably gonna be some investigative.
Nothing.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
guys.
roll
I
investigation
don't.
on my
I don't
gold.
even know that
On
it's
your
a
gold.
ring.
All right. Do it.
She's like, I've got a crack pipe.
It's officially a 0.
You look at your ring and you go,
Where'd it
"How
go?"
How did I get this on my hand?
I rolled a 5 on my necklace and a 16 on my gold.
You look at the gold and
I don't
you
know
notice
what my bonuses were.
you notice the gold has a different symbol stamped into it as if it's from a different area.
Yeah.
But it appears to be about the same size gold piece that you've used in the past. You look at your necklace, and it is a beautiful necklace, and you still see a little twirl of smoke in that one.
And I still feel whatever.
Someday
You
we'll
feel a
know.
little. You feel a little
Someday.
weight, as if like it's got a presence to it. You do see that the string is almost too fragile.
Oh.
Did you investigate your gold?
I got a 17 on investigating my gold.
You dig through the bag of gold, and you find that you have 207 pieces.
Doggone it!
Wait,
But
Oh,
time out.
no, sorry, no. I had 8 before, so you said 2-7. I'm like, dang it, I lost one. Like they skimmed me, but no, they gave me 7 more.
Yep.
I see him like messing with the gold. Isn't there a thing about like druids and metal or something like that?
I'm not exactly a big fan, but money is rather important once you get out of the woods.
I'm just saying.
Which character are you playing right now? Are you playing a rogue?
No,
Are you playing a rogue?
no, I've just learned things,
Okay.
We need to find TikTok.
and I'm just saying.
Oh, that's right.
Do we though? Okay, fine.
I like give her a gentle shove, not enough to make her mad or rage or
Or
flare,
trigger
but like to know
wild
that,
magic.
Yeah. Yep.
She always makes sure to put my watch in my hands.
Just like
I don't know what you're talking about. What wild magic?
POTUS agrees. Druids don't believe in mined metals.
No,
and
it's
gold.
true. I would agree with that, but once you step out, like once you go to town, you have to pay for things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like
I was just
You pay for it
making
in fish.
observations. That's all.
I start packing my bag.
All right. Pack your bags,
Mhm.
get settled. You ready to head out?
Throw on my pack. Magical staff.
Grab a
Both
loaf
ready.
of bread,
I say, can we eat something?
munching as we walk.
There's a small table outside that looks like there's some meats that had been
I'm gonna
crudely
grab the
cooked. Cocoa. There's cocoa sitting by the
Is
door
it
on a
spiked?
table. It is not spiked unless you want it to be. Do you want to ask your tent for spiked cocoa?
yes,
In the morning?
I'm gonna take some food for myself and then put like a nice
just a
chunk
nice
of cheese in my coat.
little buzz. in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
A little buzz.
That's how mice sleep, in case you
I
were
hold
wondering.
a
Give
crumb
some
up
buzz
to
in
my
there.
brooch to see if the spider does anything.
Do spiders
No?
eat?
Okay.
Oh, they
They
eat
Do
flies.
spiders eat?
Well, I don't have
Flies.
any flies.
Guys, okay, time out.
Druid, not a druid.
Hashtag little sleep, not doing well.
Alright,
So it's
we
gonna
got our
be
food, we got our bags. Look for a
head-
track.
As you head out the door and you're grabbing some food off the table, the blanket fort falls flat. As
Well, that was
hopefully
close.
there was no one else in there, but you see Zet, the black dragonborn, standing there still, and all of his little friends are scampered off into the forest, and he looks at you all. Good luck. Greenmar is that way. That's the nearest town. And he points down. As you look down the hill a little bit, you see a small town off in the distance.
Thank you. You haven't noticed any activity during the night, have you, other than the whole present lady?
No. Nothing more than the battle we had and you coming through.
Why would this god of yours leave gifts for people that don't even know it?
Because we need them.
I'm just saying.
Because
Don't look a gift
there's
horse.
favor. There's favor for each and every one of you. The
We've
gods
been
smile
here like
upon
a
you.
total of 5 minutes.
I'm cool with it.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, not all gifts are necessary. It's something to be a little bit suspicious about, that's all.
Any reports of a small green goblin
That's
being
vague.
held captive by an evil elf? Scars on his face.
Finally, you spit it out. No. Other than the fact that they ran through before you did.
This is mine.
Right.
And
There was-
there was
Like
a battle,
weeks-
but
No
no
news
other
on their
reports.
progress. Okay.
It was weeks before, right? Wasn't it? They said it
Hours.
was a long
Hours.
time.
Hours.
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 Okay.
Yours,
Gotta
mine,
go. Thanks.
ours.
Bye.
Hours.
Good luck. And he waves you off. And
Thank you for your help.
yes. And he looks around and kind of puzzled looks where the blanket fort was.
The tent.
It was
Adjust
bigger. It
the
was bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
clever.
Indeed.
Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly. The morning is cool. There's a bit of
Cool.
Cool.
frost on the top of the hill here, but ever so slightly as the day starts to warm. There's a crispness to the air. You take a big breath and you smell some flowers and a faint wafting of a farm nearby. But as you look in the distance, you see the town is starting to spark up. There's some smoke coming from a few chimneys, and life is happening.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
There goes the baker.
Hey, Parse. Look
Well,
for somebody to talk to.
yes.
Is there anybody out and about?
Is there a particularly
Not
large, spooky-looking house?
No, there isn't anything close. The closest thing actually is the town.
Hmm.
There is a farm that you believe you see way off in the distance, but that appears to be some fields that have been freshly tilled.
Okay. And yes, we continue heading towards the town. At least I do.
Bye, JPEG. We will try not to die.
I'll kill them all.
Just for you.
Thanks for joining.
To town or press on?
Well, town might have news, but I'm not exactly sure where to start there. There's a lot of... And if they don't have anything, we'll just be falling behind.
Well, I mean, this was the closest place. I feel like a person of his magnitude might have set up here. They set up in a town before.
It's true.
Look for the
Maybe-
law of the land?
The law or an inn. The talk might come through. If there's any people who have been out in the wilderness that come by and they probably stop at the inn, we'd be able to get news from them.
Alright.
Whoever we find first. Looking
In
for...
or the police?
Yes.
In or the police. As you head down towards this city, you see that it, from your angle, is a walled city. There's a large 30-ish foot tall wall. You can't see much over that as you come down towards the road level. Standing at the front of the gate appears to just be a handful of children, and they're pretending to play soldier and tackling one another and saying, no, not in my city, but the gate is just wide open. There's nothing there holding it closed. Seems like it's been that way for some time. As you enter the gates, there's a few vendor stalls just inside. Some sweet treats set up on one, a couple look closed. There's also a few small leather pouches and purses on another. Off to your left as you enter the city, you see a large mansion with a fountain in the front. And to your right, a place of worship, a temple it seems, and a park out in front. The walled area is actually quite small. As you continue walking, you're only in the walls for about a minute's walk. As you pass past the park, you enter what seems to be the city main hub, and it is quite a small city. A few more carts and more permanent stalls meet you as you walk out into the road. There's a few horses drawing a cart past. A few people just kind of look at you. One woman waves, but it seems like a very quiet morning
I look
in a
around.
friendly village. To your right, as you're going through, you hear ting, ting, and you see that there's a blacksmith already starting some of his craft this morning. But you do see that there are some more food vendors still here as well, and it does seem to be fresh vegetables and produce. And the biggest stall that greeted you as you entered was closed up, but a man is undoing some of the leather that has been bound down, and it looks to be some magical goods. And you're now kind of in the small hub of the city center. There's some buildings off to your left that are fairly tall that look to be homes. Off to your right, you do see the blacksmith and a few other buildings as well. And there's a small walled off section off to your right as well. a couple kids run past and play.
They're
It
my
seems they're your height. One of them is actually taller. It
happens.
seems that this city is waking up, and the people are coming out and doing their daily thing.
You said there was a part that was walled off, so you have the outer wall, and this is like a secondary inner wall?
Yeah, so there's the big section that you walk through,
Mhm.
and then you're in like the city hub, and then there's a little piece off to, I believe it would be your north, which is a lower wall, but it looks a bit more beat up, and it appears to be walling off another small section of something. And it is butt right up against the main wall.
No sign of an inn or police station.
Not immediately, especially because you don't know what a police station is.
The guard, the
but-
town guard.
There's no town
That's
guard
whatever,
that
they
you
keep all the
see.
coppers.
It's a fairly
But
quiet and small city, so you don't see any guards just roaming about, no patrols, nothing. But it is early in the morning here. It's just about breakfast time.
It does seem a bit odd. They don't seem to have a whole lot in the means of defences. Pretty carefree here.
Do I see any? I don't know how to put it. Like homeless-looking children running around, hiding in the shadows or anything.
No, you don't.
Okay.
But a small child does run up and approach you and stands in
Okay.
front of you all. Goes, "Welcome to my city. I see you're new here." And he's got a little cape on, and he's being a child and just doing his silliness. And he pulls out a wooden sword and goes, "What brings you to my city?"
looking for a friend.
Oh,
Yes, we're adventurous.
I can be a friend. And he puts his sword in and pulls the hood off and looks around.
Well, we actually have a friend who's missing.
Oh, is he
We don't
a
know.
little guy like me?
Actually,
Yes.
Is his mommy looking for him?
no.
Maybe.
Is he a little guy like him? And points at Garth.
Yeah.
Kind of.
There's some strange people here.
Where does someone go in town if they want to know the gossip?
Oh. Well, you could go to. There's an inn just around the corner. You could go there. You could talk to some of the people. There's a few different carts that lots of people hang out at here and there throughout the day as they jibber jabber over their steamy black liquids of niceties. I don't know. It's gross stuff. It's gross. These adults, they like
Very
weird things.
bitter,
Yeah.
right?
Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, basically.
Kick.
But you could also talk to me because I
It is
am
your city.
I am Barth, the Spectre of the Night, the greatest rogue of all the lands.
Hello, Barth. I'm
and-
Garth.
Whoa.
I hold up my hand for a high five.
He looks
Through
around
velvet gloves.
and he
Yep.
puts his hand gently up against yours. Is this a secret handshake?
You're
Yes.
now best friends
And now
forever.
we've done it. It's simple. That's what makes it so secret. They'll never expect it to be that simple.
Well, you guys are weird people. I see why people don't talk to strangers.
Did you say you had seen some strange people moving through town?
You're strange people to me, but you know, Bart sees everything and he likes to just watch. Oh, this by the way, and he points to a little metal bird clipped to his shoulder, is B1RD. He's my best friend, but
I put Avi up there. So
whoa! You got a best friend too.
What does it do? Does it talk to you? Does it?
No, he doesn't talk so much. He flies around, but he needs food, and I don't have any.
How do you get him to fly around?
He needs magical food. Do you have Like, I don't know, like a crushed wand or some diamond powder that was enchanted?
No. I have some crumbs of bread.
Does he like snake tongues?
He kicks his foot in the dirt. No, it's gotta be something that was magical. Okay, well, Barth is gonna go off and try and find some magical things.
Barth,
Hmm?
the man we're looking for is pretty magical, but not very nice. Have you noticed a tall elf with scars on his face? Like that?
Tall elf with scars on his face. You're talking about Keth?
Perhaps?
If you
Yeah, he's really helped this city quite a bit. He lives in that mansion up there.
what
Knew
is it
was
with
the
this guy in
spooky
his
mansion.
mansion?
Who said is there a mansion? This
You
is
live in a creepy house.
How has he helped?
same thing.
Oh, he brought power to the city. Some
Power, as in...
enchanted wood. He
That's
found
what
enchanted
mansions
wood a
are.
while ago, and he brought it. And there's
It's a
enchanted
prerequisite.
wood in a few of the homes here, and those homes they're always in perfect condition. Like his house is made almost entirely of enchanted wood. One day I want an enchanted wood home too.
He's destroying the forest.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Well, do you?
Anyways, they told us that.
We know it's the same one.
Not necessarily. I'm
Did we
assuming.
get the wizard, the evil bad guy's name?
Barth,
We maybe have it now, but no.
No, Barth, and then he said Keth.
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 You did
But
get
no.
you did get the name in Keth Malhenso.
POTUS.
Thank you, POTUS. It is appreciated. He's not making any enchanted wood jokes.
Thank you.
Thank you. But it is open for enchanted wood jokes, I guess. As you're talking with Barth, Barth keeps eyeing the tiefling a little bit, as if he feels like there's a slight connection there. Did you spend time on the streets?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why your friend is your friend like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She goes back in the jacket.
You're new to town, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can help you out. He walks over and he like pulls the tiefling down, and as he tugs on her coat and she starts to lean over, he notices the horns a little bit. Whoa. Okay. If you have anything magical for me so I can feed it to B1RD, I've got a map I can draw for you. But I need B1RD to work first. He's got the knowledge. And I just need to... Yeah.
I mean, I could maybe scrape off a little bit of the wax from the candle of truth. Don't know if that would be enough,
That would be helpful.
but I mean, it
Try
looks like
it.
it's a small bird. So just
I can mix it with snake tongue.
Is snake tongue magical?
It can't be when used
Okay.
the right way.
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
So I pull out the candle of truth, and I've got my dagger, and I just shave a little bit off of it, just getting into a little bit of some flakes of wax. And I hand it to you.
And I guess since it's wax, I press it to the thing.
Okay.
And then, just because I know how kids are and not everything magical, I'm gonna use my prestidigitation, right? Would that be the right one? To make
Mhm.
it shimmer just
Yep.
a little bit, and then
Sure.
show
So
it to him.
as you show it to him, he reaches out and he scrapes a bit off your hand, and he looks over, and on his shoulder you see that the bird's mouth is agape just slightly, and you see him kind of scraping it into his mouth, and he pushes a little bit in, and the mouth kind of starts moving and chomping a bit, and he keeps pushing more into it, and the bird starts squeaking and creaking and coming alive, and you've never seen a metal construct like this come to life.
Where did you meet your friend?
I found him in the alley over there a couple of years ago when I was finding a good spot to sleep, and I saw a shiny thing, and I was like, what is this? And I picked it up, and poor B1RD had a broken wing, and so I had to help fix it. And you see as the bird stretches the wings out that there's a couple little carved wooden pieces in this fully metal bird that are stuck into its wing. And the bird flutters a bit more lifelike and instantly flies up and starts circling overhead. And it stays in a perfect circle about 20 feet up over Barth. And then he lets out a little whistle. And off it goes and flutters around the city a bit. And you see kind of zipping and zooming. And the bird comes back and drops down. And Barth is looking around. Oh, do you have paper? I need paper, quick. Anyone have paper?
I should have paper.
You for sure do.
And
Can I roll an Arcana check while I'm doing that?
sure. What are you Arcana checking?
The bird.
Yes, it does. Thanks, POTUS. It says fight like a girl, and it has my great axe.
There it is.
And then the dice damage. Yeah,
I guess not. It's an 11.
given our own
you
twist to
believe
it.
there's some magic to this creature.
Yeah.
Is there any scrap of wax left, or did the bird eat all of it?
Well, I pressed it
there's
onto
probably
the tongue, so.
a little bit in Valari's hand, and maybe a little under Barth's nails, but he was really scraping it all into the bird's mouth.
Yeah.
Can I see your hand?
Why?
I want to see if my spider will eat the same stuff.
I guess, but it's just
I like scratch at her hand,
Okay?
and then I like try to.
As you smear it all over the spider, up on its face,
shoving it.
nothing happens.
Worth a shot.
Yep.
Alright. Any paper come out?
Yes. I've got a couple books, so I'll take a page out of one of them and
So-
hand it over.
He grabs it out of your hand quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait here! I'll be right back, I promise. And he taps the bird on the head a couple times, and the bird flies up and does circles, and he runs down an alleyway. And for a few seconds, it's silent. You don't see the bird, you don't hear the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes running back and skids to a stop. And the bird is flying overhead, and the paper is severely beaten up. And he reaches out to Valari underneath. You have a map.
Hidden.
What?
That's amazing.
It is drawn very
Wow.
nicely that this bird has outlined
Again.
everything for you. It is fairly mechanical in drawing. And as he hands it off to you, you hear, oh, no. And you see the bird, and he starts to kind of spiral off and drop towards the alleyway, and Barth goes running over and is leaping out to try and catch the bird as it's falling.
I'm gonna run after him, and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand right underneath the bird.
The bird
catch it.
falls and kind of sputters into the mage hand, and then it drops and holds right in front of the kid.
I lower it to him. Yeah.
He picks up the bird and gently folds its wings back in and uprights him and clips his little claws right onto his shoulder again.
Well, because I'm not magical and I don't have enough magical food, he's sleeping again. Thank you for feeding him. He likes to fly once in a while. Is that map good for you? Do I need to send the bird up again?
No, it's fine. Let B1RD sleep, and you keep taking care of him the way you have been, and he will
Okay.
be good to you the rest of your life.
Cool, thank you. B1RD, off we go. The specters of the morning. Bye, friends.
And he runs off down the alleyway and he's skipping and jumping. You did notice that in hand he does have a small loaf of bread that you didn't see him with before, and one of the carts nearby is looking around and kind of looking under it, and there seems to be a missing loaf of bread.
Clever.
This mansion sounds like our place.
I do think it might be the place to look.
I agree. I find I'm very interested to see what this Kef has to say.
What are the odds?
I don't really care what he has to say.
I don't really care what Kat has to say either. I'm interested in finding him, but I'm really not interested in going to another mansion that is
It's true, it's enchanted wood.
ridiculous.
Oh, yes. That could be problematic.
Why?
Well,
Don't you?
it's magical. It somehow seems to maintain itself. That means
You
that there
remember
could be
the last
any
one?
number of traps or...
Traps in the last one that the holes seemed to grow.
And
We
you
got
didn't
it.
move through the house.
Maybe it's best to scout it out first.
I agree.
It would probably be good.
Yes. Shall we?
I guess.
So, just for your understanding,
Which way
you
is
met
yes?
Bart
Which way is the match?
on the right side of the big square walls. So, those few carts sitting in the road,
Yeah.
you met him by those carts.
Okay. And the mansion is
The big
up
one,
and to the right?
the big one north of that square walls.
To the
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
With the fountain. Okay.
Yes, to your right.
Although,
To
I
your
must
left.
say,
Oh, on the
With the-
left?
with the
I thought he
fountain.
said the right. He said
So-
the right. Yeah, so that would be the...
Yeah.
that was
So-
the right one.
Oh yeah, if you're entering back in, yes, to your right.
Yeah,
Yes.
to the right. Okay.
may I look at it really quickly?
Why?
But
It's
I just...
It was his wax that fed the bird.
Yes, I did help. I'm
If
just
you
trying to get a lay of the land.
I mean,
I will
you
hand it
can-
right back.
Okay. You can
I'm a
look at
visual
it.
learner.
Fine. Just know you wouldn't have that if it weren't for me.
And just know you wouldn't have this if it weren't for me.
Bye.
Technically, it is
Valari.
his paper.
My
And
paper
her tongue. Let's all
and
get
my
that.
wax.
Please roll
You're gonna
your
roll them.
wild magic as he stirred you up a little bit. And then, do you have your wild magic sheets, or do I have to grab these ones?
I might have.
I just
Out
don't
of reach
understand
will
like
be-
I was very. I
Yes.
do have it.
Perfect.
Well, I'd
So,
like to see
I
what
trust you to read
that's
exactly
my
what you
thing
roll.
too. Is I want to know
So I
exactly
gotta
what's
roll a
here.
percentage and a 10,
should
yes?
Correct.
Yeah, so we might
What's in
as
the
well.
walls?
That's what I'm thinking.
As we know, we're cats.
Okay, so that's a 44.
Yep.
Each creature within 30 feet
What?
takes necrotic damage. You regain hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage dealt.
Is there any say?
Is there any numbers with that necrotic damage?
No, I have the dump down. Yes, it's 1.
Were you
10.
holding your watch?
One d10.
Yeah.
Were you holding your watch?
Well, no, I was
'Cause
holding
your
the
watch-
paper. That's the stupid. Okay.
Hey,
I
your
gotta
watch
say-
buzzed. You do see that a skull came up on it. Now that you know what it is,
Okay.
you may
Fine,
re-roll,
I
or you may
Put my.
tap it to have it come back later at my choosing randomly.
Wait, no, don't. Can I
Oh,
hold
you can-
it to just dull its effects? That's what I understood. Let's look
Yep,
at the pocket
let's look
watch.
at the pocket
cheat
watch.
sheet.
I have the pocket watch here.
I'll see an image on the glass of the random magic about to be cast. I can cover the glass to stifle the magic or shake it to opt for a different spell.
So the stifle acts like a snooze. It'll come back at some point, but you'll re-roll.
10 points of necrotic damage. But I gain hit points.
You
You
don't
can't
have
get
any to
more
gain.
than you have.
I guess that's fair. Fine, I'll re-roll.
So you tap it, or you shake it, and you can re-roll.
This
Better
is
be a
danger.
unicorn.
It's gonna be this one, whatever it is.
An 18. I don't think that's a unicorn. It is. Damn it, you guys.
Oh no! What?
Nobody gets hurt.
Your
I
hairs
get the
fall.
effing,
Your hair fall off.
No, I get the effing beard of feathers until I sneeze. And then the feathers will explode from my face. You need to get this and not let me. Are you kidding
As-
me? This
as-
is what I
as
get.
you- As you
This
get
is what I
grumpy,
get for being nice.
as you get grumpy because
You mean for not
the guys
killing
are
your
riling
partner
you up,
before?
suddenly
hate all of
feathers
you.
sprout from your face in a nice little beard.
Map.
And it's not a ZZ Top beard, it's just a little nice
Oh,
hipster
I wanted
beard.
ZZ Top.
It's a nice hipster beard. It's nice and rounded at the chin, well
Do I have
crafted.
Map.
The hood I can put over the front of my
A
face.
B1RD.
too?
No, you don't. But
Wait,
you do look like
Anybody got a
bearded
scarf she
lady.
can tie around
Do you
her
need me to
face?
tickle you?
Paper
Make you
holder. Well, I don't
Do we have
think
any
I
peppers?
understand.
No one knows
The
that.
thing is,
Oh,
we
that's
don't
right.
know.
Oh, gotcha.
We just know the beard is there, so. I
Wait,
feel like I know.
What's your
Roll-
character
you can
allergic
roll.
to?
roll history.
Okay.
Feathers alone
I
would
say,
be
how am I
ticklish.
gonna know to just sneeze then? 'Cause
If you
I-
roll
that's another
history,
thing.
you can see if you've done this before, had it come up, because you've been dealing with this for what, 26 years? What?
This one's
It's a
never.
one.
She got no memory of
You've
this
never had this happen to you before.
Nobody say anything.
I'm not saying anything. All I wanted to do was look at the map. I helped get it. I thought it would be okay to just look at the map.
Stop talking.
Oh.
So, scouting?
Yes, we could, my thinking is either the mansion or whatever the extra building is that is surrounded by walls.
Well, if we know what Keth is at,
Mansion.
it might be decent to look at the other wall building. I don't think Keth is going anywhere, and it may be useful to see what's around us.
Or at least look at the freaking enchanted wood. See if we can figure it out. So we know what we're up against.
True. If we can do that outside of the mansion.
Alright.
Well, I mean, the half it's made of wood.
As you're standing around talking, you hear, "Oh, do you need some repairs on your axe of sorts there, miss?" And the blacksmith has stepped out and has admired your interesting weapon hanging from your back.
I'm like, with my hood now, I've been like
There
playing
you
with
go.
my hair
Yep.
and hanging it down to
Yep.
like try and like,
Ah,
hide myself even more.
I'm actually pretty handy with some smith's tools myself. Could I?
Did you create that beautiful weapon yourself?
I can't claim credit for this one.
Okay, good, because it needs...
It's not quite my level of handiwork, but I found it. It was a gift of sorts from a friend. Could I work with you for a bit?
Is this friend named MacGyver? Sir MacGyver? In the
I'm not
next
familiar.
town over? Oh, he cobbles things together. A
It's
bit of
from a very far.
a bit of tree sap and a small metal rod, and he can get you in and out of any building.
Well, that's about what put this together. I'd love a chance to make it a little sturdier.
Well, the forge is yours for a small price. You can use the tools, anything that you need here. You can buy it at face value, but if you're on the forge or on the tables, I'd ask for a couple silver for upkeep.
Of course. I'm Ari, by the way.
Well, good to meet you. My character sheet is loaded. Come on, load. Load.
Great.
He blinks a little bit. Yo, I'm Arctis, by the way.
Great to meet you.
MacGruber! Yeah.
Basically.
I'm gonna fix my tool. I think we might need it. You want to check out the other building across the street, and then I'll come meet up with you?
Across
Sure.
That works for me.
Great.
The one, so not the mansion.
If you carry on
I'd rather have
south,
her at the mansion.
What was across the street?
I think
The extra
talking about
one
going
that's
south to the wall.
south.
The wall.
Oh,
to
yeah.
The other wall.
I'll go with her because I know that. I feel like she tends to do weird things when she's on her own, and I know that she tends to rush into battles.
Boys trip.
Blacksmith dead. Ari is the new blacksmith. What?
What?
All right. As you guys travel down along this wall and head to the front, you do see two guards standing there with a gate that is shut. And as you approach, one of the guards yells out, "Hey, are you here to visit someone? Or..."
We don't know what this is. Sorry, we're new to town. Saw a wall and thought, what could that be?
This is the town prison of sorts. We've
Oh.
locked up some people who've done bad things, baddies.
Seemed a good place for them.
Yes, that's where I would put bad people, to be sure. Anyone come in here recently, within the last half a day? Anyone arrested?
Guard punches the other one next to him. Did you get yesterday's numbers? I don't know. I wasn't here yesterday. I was off in the woods trying to get some meat. Hunters. Well, we might have. I'd have to ask. There's a shack just up ahead, and he points off. Further down the road, if you had continued past, so further south, there's a little shack up there that looks like it's a station for some of the guards. They might know. There's someone there. The command-in-chief is there. He goes there every morning, does his rounds, comes back here. He's there for a morning meeting, I think.
Oh, wonderful. Shall we?
Why?
We'll ask him. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Cheers.
As you walk down to this little guard
It's a nice
post,
day.
That's lovely.
there's 3 men standing there. 2 of them side by side, and their hands behind their back, and the other one pacing very short in front of these 2 as if he's like a military leader. And we need to make sure the city is well taken care of. You, points at the scrawnier of the 2, make sure to go relieve the guards at the prison, have them roam the city for miscreants. And you, points at the other one, who's a little portly man, make sure you stand guard here and don't let anything attack. And as you turn around, or as the man turns around, you see he's a bit older and frazzled and looks like he's seen quite a few battles and looks like he's always in a ready-to-go fight mode. Ah, are you enlisting in the town guard?
No, sorry. New to town. We just happened to buy the prison. Didn't know it was a prison until we found it, really. We just saw the walls and we thought, oh, what's behind those walls? Found out. But we were wondering if anyone has been admitted into the prison within the past, 12 to 24 hours?
Well, I can't tell anyone who's not part of my guardsmen, but we have people come in and out, those who steal bread, those who decide to do wrong things in town. We book them and we keep them overnight, sometimes longer.
Do you work much with the stranded protectors?
Are you talking about the crazy folk who run through the forests?
Yes.
No, but we have a mutual agreement to keep our peace with one another.
Ah, yes, of course. Yes.
They take care of things out there while we take care of things here, so on and so forth. They have their regiment of oddballs and unaccepteds, and they have fun in the forest making tree forts and whatever they need. Back in the day, we used to clean the lands of those creatures, but now they're just running free and
But they seem to be doing some good. There seems to be some mischief in the forest as well, as you said.
as baddies do. Well, if you're not here to join the guard, I bid you farewell. And he marches off in perfect step towards the prison.
Well, we know it's a prison.
As these 2 are gallivanting along with the prison guard, you're at the forge, and there's leather straps and bits of metal. The forge is heated, and there's enough stuff there for you to craft, create, and work on. But as you're looking around, you notice that most of the gear here is meant just for repairs, and then some of it is meant for, it looks like some light bows and small knives, but there's nothing for large weaponry. And it doesn't seem like it's for heavy gear, but it's more for hunting gear that is created. The rest is to repair and make things better again.
Probably just use the repair equipment.
The repair box.
Yeah.
So there's some leather straps and bits of metal. There's some long, thin pieces of wood that you could most likely fashion in and around your current weapon of sorts. And if you wish, you may do that. We'll have you do some rolls if you want to carefully pull apart your weapon and put it back together.
I don't know if I'd pull it apart if there's not the things to like make it new. I mean, how janky does it look at this point?
I mean, it is.
It's crudely strapped on.
It's crudely strapped on into like a split of the staff. So the staff had been like split, like it blew up at the end, and the blade was jammed in and tied on enough that it's there, and
So
it's
look down at your shirt really quick.
it survived a nice slash.
You see how you got the wood and then the blade was kind of, and you've got this. So that.
The strap is, however, pretty worn Like, it's not going to hold much longer.
Gotcha. I probably just fix the strap then if there's
All right.
leather there. if
There's
they don't
enough
have a
leather,
handle.
and I need you to roll sleight of hand twice for me.
Okay.
Do you have? Oh, that's pretty good.
When she's whipping the leather, does it create dust in the air?
Not with the leather, but as she continues to work,
17.
we'll see.
And 14.
So you pull the old leather straps off and carefully fashion new leather on in a similar pattern because it held and it was strong enough to cleave into a man. And poor bloke, dead in the bushes.
We don't know
He was attacking me?
You seem to restore it to the state that it was in when it was first made, but it doesn't seem to have gained any extra quality other than just sturdy once again. And just like your shirt, it is strapped back together and held for more shoulder cleaving.
There was no dust.
As
There was no dust.
as the old leather is tossed, there is a bit of dust that kicks up, but
Roll
it's
for
near the
sneeze.
ground.
Yeah, do I have to roll for the sneeze? I mean, that seems fair.
Roll for a sneeze.
What are we
A
looking
20? Wait, I know.
It's just a straight DC to see if it affects you. Unless we've got
at? Nat 1.
a nat 1.
So it means it really
It
affects
really
you.
affected you. That old leather,
That's the best Nat 1 you could have gotten.
that old
Low
leather
constitution save.
does let out a little bit of dust in the air, and it is gross, and it smells of many battles,
Ew.
and
Mm-hmm.
you not only sneeze, but you do throw up in your mouth a little bit. The feathers explode everywhere off your face,
Sneeze breeze.
and as
love
it
that.
explodes, you do end up going bleh and letting a little bit out because it catches you off guard, and so there's just a little tiny puke that you let out onto the floor.
Again?
Oh, what did
Yep.
you do?
Just some leather.
Just some leather.
Just some leather work here.
That was disgusting.
The feathers have removed themselves from your face.
There's one like just dangling and it's a...
One's actually stuck to Ari's forehead
Ugh.
as it exploded off. But
Can I sharpen my blade while I'm here just to...
you may sharpen your blade. That will be a 2-hour process if you want to do that.
Oh, never mind.
Because you've got to get the grindstone up and you've got to run it through.
Yeah, the water and all that stuff.
Never mind. I'll come back when I have time to rest.
But
That's
all right.
Not a rest.
I know, that's right.
Gentlemen, at this point you have now finished applying for city guards and you
We
you are
bought,
now left
we bought a timeshare.
by the guard. Yeah, you bought a timeshare in the prison. So you're now left by the guard shack, and
Thinking about this now.
I'm gonna go... I'm
No,
done
back.
here.
Well,
Your
yeah,
feathers are
you
done.
I mean,
you
I
all
was just
you all
making
finished
sure
about
that-
the same time.
Yeah, okay.
Trouble.
So
We should go find the guys, yeah?
I guess so.
Alright.
Oh.
as you
Right.
start walking out,
Well,
Arctis looks at you. Oh, thank you. And what did you toss him?
2 silver.
2 silver.
Because
Perfect.
I didn't really use the forge, but for materials.
And then he looks at your blade. Do you mind tossing me a couple more for the leather that you used?
Yeah. That's what it was for.
Yes, she does mind.
She does mind. Cool. Since you used the workspace and got some leather, I'd say you tossed about, 5-6 silver his way?
Sure.
Just enough to pay your little bit of time there.
I feel like there's weird noises coming from the inn these days.
There's a speaker down below playing
Oh.
weird
Yeah,
noises.
No. It wasn't.
There is a
Alright.
poltergeist floating above you.
Oh, that's
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
it. Again.
Yeah, again.
Magic
Man.
missile.
Oh, well, we'll just let him hang there. He's off screen. You guys don't need to worry about
He's
it.
not doing anything. He's
Just drooling in his poltergeist drool.
Ooh.
You don't feel it. It's not slime. It's just magical.
I feel it.
Mm.
I still feel it.
Gross.
It's like that.
You-
It's like when you see a spider, and so like
You feel
it
it
feels
crawling
like
up
they're
your neck?
all over you.
And
Oh,
yeah.
It's like that.
Slap.
Yeah.
All right.
Spider.
Now,
What?
That was.
Oh,
you
don't
just
snap
you
it.
just killed Rumil.
Killed the
So
All of a sudden,
now that you've paid for your time in blacksmith, and these guys have found out a little bit more.
Now she kills a druid and carries on with her day.
He is still in human form.
Bye.
Bye.
Anything to share with the group? Any next steps on what you'd like to do? It is now mid-morning because you've spent some time talking and working through some stuff.
I think personally, I'm ready to go check out the mansion.
Well, I mean, I thought
I'm
we were
down.
ready
I think-
the last time we talked about this.
If there's
but,
any carts
you
on
know.
the way, we might be able to see if anyone knows anything about the enchanted wood.
Yes, we could always ask someone.
And just see if...
There was a guy opening up a magic stand. He might know something about the magic.
We can stop by there on the way and just see if he has anything to tell us about what we might be able to expect inside the mansion.
And we're there!
And we're there, which was just right. It was just right in front of the blacksmith. So the ladies are walking out as you're walking up. The old man that has undone his shop finally and has opened it up looks at you all, eyeballs across the group, and hones in on the wizard as he's seen many of you like, "So, are you here to buy some magical things?"
Oh, I mean, we may be enticed. We're new to town and recently heard of the magical wood that was used to build some of the buildings. We were wondering if, seeing no magical items, if you happen to know anything about those properties and the like.
Oh, that was some wood that came from deep in the forests. What city are you from?
You've never heard
We're
of that.
travelers. We're from here and there.
So you passed
city.
through the great sylvan forest outside then. This is Greenmar, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
sort of.
Did you happen to notice the bright, shiny mists that floated through?
I mean,
I seem to remember something about a shiny mist.
no.
So you
Tell
know,
me about them.
Oh, you know they're the ghosts or the souls of the magical trees that once walked those forests.
Oh, that got real.
Those trees were a long time ago, 30 years, 20 years, something like that. Cut down, defeated, whatever it may be, but their wood is quite powerful. You see the mansion over there has beams that run through it, and those beams are of that wood. And because the beams are the center of the home never deteriorates. And sometimes it repairs itself, and, well, that mansion started off as a small one-bedroom home, and it grew.
Interesting.
It grew, or they expanded with like people builders?
Yes.
One or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
It's an index
My
finger,
ring.
my dear. Oh.
I definitely thought the same thing.
I've seen...
I thought she was like, wait.
He grabs your hand and pulls it really close to his face. And, oh. It's one of those. You just ask the ring for what you need, and it says on yours, bolster your men. You ask it, it will give.
Give what?
It will give a
If
bolster.
you ask it, it will give it. So.
At a price.
Well, nothing's free, my dearie.
Well, what's it gonna cost? I'd like to know before I use it if it's gonna.
Well, sometimes it's a bit of life, sometimes it's a bit of death, sometimes things disappear from your pack. These things are all different. They're blessed and cursed. Someone made them with a bit of excitement in their eye to see what troubles would stir.
Do I get to choose what the price is?
No, the price is set, but you will find out when you ask.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Anything here you'd like?
What does he have? I look at the shelves and.
He seems to have a lot of gear for brewing potions, for mixing. There's vials. There's a couple little burning stations. Some small mortar and pestles. But but no created items.
As wonderful as all of this is, I don't know if I have any time to craft at the moment. But if I have a need, I will
Well,
be back for you.
Slow yourself down one of these days and craft away.
I'll have to do that.
Well, if you haven't already, there's an inn just east of here.
Yeah, so set maybe we should.
You can find some downtime there. The innkeep is quite fair of those wishing to do some work. He's got a few rooms with special tables for the magic kind and whatnot if you need to practice your craft.
Oh, that is quite convenient. I'll have to keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yeah.
Apparently, we'll leave.
Good luck with your ring.
To the inn, and then to the mansion.
To the inn, to the mansion.
Yeah?
Why to the end? Why are we deviating?
Because my backpack is heavy.
But just out of curiosity, are you gonna?
You're just gonna leave it?
I'm dying. Are you going to?
We get a room. I'm gonna leave the non-essentials, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna get TikTok back.
There might be useful
Seems
things
plausible.
in your pack.
Not all of it. I do not need a bedroll to defeat
Then just sell
an
it.
evil elf. Well, I want it later.
Well,
Listen, we're gonna need rooms. I feel like this is gonna be more than a day.
Nope, it's a 6-hour adventure.
Oh,
A
there it is.
3-hour tour.
So I mean, I don't have the map, and it's okay that I don't have the map. Is the inn on the way?
The
I mean,
inn
there's not really
is
anything on the way.
so the inn is eastward of you, and the mansion is westward of you. There's no on the way. You're standing basically in the center of the map right
Fine, I'll
now.
carry my backpack. Let's go.
Just so you know, also
On my way
end to end, it's probably about 2,000 feet.
So
Like you're less than half a mile end to end of
Halfling.
space.
That's so far.
Okay. Sorry
And
for
we were
you.
gonna
That's
go
like
to this
40,000
mansion, like,
steps.
2 errands ago, so I'm starting to think you guys are stalling.
Let's go to the mansion then. Let's just go to the mansion, shall we?
I wanted to go to the mansion first.
You went?
To the mansion.
Because they were.
All right.
Let's go.
You do enter
God,
through the
stop walking
gates.
to the mansion.
And off to the south, you see in the park, there's a few children playing, a couple adults watching over them as they run about the park. As we're starting to near like an early lunchtime, there's a couple.
Near?
There's a couple womp womp. Quite literally, a couple sitting in the park on a little picnic blanket, enjoying some snacks. Off to your right, the fountain is bubbling and gurgling, and you see a nice little splash coming out every so often. The steps leading up to the mansion, you see a large orcish figure standing at the top of them.
Siri does not know what a large orcish figure is.
Siri decided to
Seriously?
I don't like you, Siri. So Siri was talking to me if you didn't hear that. She didn't understand what I was describing. But the large orc figure is standing at the top, just gazing over the park and the walk ahead, and catches eyes with you as you all kind of start looking towards the mansion and stares you down. And at this point, players, we are going to break. Roll for break time!
Break.
As we have been,
We get only a 5-minute break.
I got a
no,
15
we
I
minute
won't.
get 12.
okay, you each get varying points of breaks, and we will slowly trickle you back to the couch. No, we'll be going for about 10 minutes, and as we have before, we'll keep the music fairly quiet during break. And when we
Bonus?
return, you will hear our 53-second long video that will beckon you back, unless you're at the burrito store.
Yeah, and then
Drive fast.
Very
fast.
Hey, do they deliver? Do they deliver?
Right? Burritos do sound good.
Dude, I
If
haven't
you
ate
do
one
have a good burrito guy in LA, hit us up,
seriously.
DoorDash it. Yeah.
I didn't know it,
But
like,
just
we
as a
had
reminder
dinner.
before we go on break, if you do exclamation enter
Ticket.
or exclamation ticket into chat, you will be entered into the raffle to get some really, really sweet blacksmith craft dice.
Metal
Seriously.
doors.
And if you win, you really don't want them.
No. DMs do not.
DMs don't
not
get.
get
Why
don't
do
get them.
DMs not get blacksmith craft dice, you guys?
They're
Because
loud.
they roll exactly
We
what
want
you
you
need.
And we need
That's
him
why.
to not.
That's
But-
me, Ash. Thanks for entering that way. I probably said it wrong and confused you. It's exclamation point ticket or exclamation point enter.
Yeah, you should see at the top. I believe it's on our top bar. It should just be exclamation point enter. There's only one entry per person. You don't have to be here to win, but please enter. We want to give away these dice to one of the people following
But
and
I mean,
watching.
if you guys really
There it
don't
is.
want them, there you
Got
go.
it, Ash.
Cool.
Get it, girl. Get it,
And
girl.
again, just to continue on, we do have a lot more things going on with our bot. So you can type exclamation point commands. We've got a ton of things. There's links to all of our sponsors. There's links to all of our Instagrams. There's even a roll system if you're having fun. You can do exclamation point roll, and you can do the D&D notation like 2d20 plus 4 or 1d6 or whatever, and you can roll in chat, and so you can start having fun with some of the rolls.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got a little bot crazy.
So does
That's
that mean
amazing.
they should start rolling on the
We
scrolls?
could, when we draw a scroll, we can start rolling for it. All
Oh,
you'd have to do
cool.
is exclamation point roll D4. Well, a space between roll and D4. We'll put some of that in chat.
I think I like that.
Put
That's
some of that in
super cool.
chat, and we will go from there. We're on break for about 10 minutes. Listen for our theme song to come back.
She real soon.
And we
Cereal? I know. What? Where?
That's how baby goblins are made.
I was.
That actually explains a lot.
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of
Awkward.
the ears and the eyes and just yeah.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
I feel
It
just-
was.
Oh,
I'm
That
disturbed.
was
hey,
an incredibly awkward
but it makes sense.
conversation.
That was very graphic. I didn't need the
That's
pictures.
why I got
I really
this.
don't need those kind of details again,
No.
to be honest.
So,
Well.
mansion.
Hey, they're back! Look
There's
at hey
people.
guys.
POTUS is
We-
still here. So
we
that's
are
good.
back.
At least there's one.
We are Here Be Dragons. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. There's a lot of dragons here, but no
And
dragons
eating
in the story at the
popcorn.
moment.
Sorry.
Not yet.
Oh, there's a dragon back there.
There's one on your
There's
shirt.
one
There, there's one there.
There's one
there's
here.
one there. There's one there.
There's a lot of dragons. Yes.
Here be
So,
dragons.
Here be all of the dragons. Before we dive back into the story, just to remind everybody, giveaway.
That's right.
We have amazing blacksmith craft dice.
Mm-hmm.
They are a white and black variant of what some of the players are rolling tonight.
They're so pretty.
They're
They're
really pretty.
incredibly
We got the
pretty.
blue
Let's see if
ones.
I can get this open again.
I know.
Those
this-
looks these
so
are amazing.
Yes.
let me point out that you get a full set of dice that comes in a tin. It also comes with a really nice bag, and it comes with three
2 extra
Three.
D6s.
D6s.
And it also comes with some dragon stickers and pins.
Well, I mean,
I mean, repping.
what?
Yeah.
Also,
We have that going on. So type exclamation point enter.
also, we know that some people have been. Oh, sorry. Exclamation point, enter, ticket,
Yep.
whatever you want for the for the dice, but there's been a lot of people noticing our shirts. You guys, we did get new shirts designed
Oh, I
per
should go like this.
character.
Fight like a girl.
Make your own luck.
But seriously, where
And
is the
if
druid?
you like them,
I have no idea.
you can get one for yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, treat
it a shirt.
yourself. Exclamation point merch will give you the details on where to get that.
And the ladies are wearing tank tops, but we do have t-shirt variants as well.
Yeah.
As I say with popcorn in my mouth.
There are Speedo versions of this,
He
but
doesn't know
they cost
how-
a little more.
I don't want to find the druid. of those.
Oh, gross. Why did you go there?
And that was when our show.
Back away.
Well-
That's why we say we're mostly family friendly.
See, POTUS? Yeah, you
Some-
definitely need a new spaghetti top.
He's referring to
Okay.
mine. Mine is
No, I'm just agreeing with his choice of fashion.
something jumped the shark, but whatever.
Jump the
Did you
shark.
turn into a shark?
What?
I can now.
All right.
I'm pretty
We'll
sure
explain
I
it
can,
to you when
I
you're
can
older.
And they're
Okay.
swimming animals.
I'm
Yeah.
older. Can I know
Fonzie.
now?
It's Fonzie. Fonzie jumped the shark.
We'll do a history lesson.
I want to play D&D.
Yeah, we want to play D&D, and we better play D&D before we cleave people and shock people to death, because, you know, we've got some wild bruisers on the
That
couch.
sounds like the other end of the
Okay,
couch.
I don't need to though. It's
I do.
not.
Yeah. So,
Yes, the Orc Man.
Flurry patience -3.
It's a virtue. She should have it. She's lawful good. But
Lawful good does not mean you're patient.
But I also believe in action.
I thought you were going to say axes.
and axes. That's funny. That's the fighter
I mean-
side.
Action and axes.
That's funny. Anyways, have you
keep
ever thought about
usurping,
the irony
please.
of the lawful good fighter? Just ponder that. Food for thought. Anyways, back to the show.
Crusades?
we might have to talk about some slight variations in how someone's alignment slowly changes over the course of time. And that's the DM from evil to evilest evil.
No, nice evil. Unicorns and rainbows, please.
Bye, friends.
Wild magic.
We wouldn't have your friends.
Meteor.
Iron E of Axis. Yes. Oh, that is so
man.
good. Thank you, JPEG.
Those are
JPEG,
my-
we're so glad you're back. We missed you.
Yeah.
Dad
We missed
jokes.
you.
Oh, yeah, they're
Keep
back.
it up. Keep it up.
They're coming.
So, players, you're heading back to the mansion in the walled-off portion of the city.
Yes.
A large orc was standing guard at the top of the stairs as it was like the entryway to the mansion, and he was eyeballing you hard.
I can't help it that I'm pretty.
What?
That was amazing.
The orc.
She said that out loud and in character. I'm saying it.
To the orc.
Yep.
Alright then.
Fortunately, you're far enough away that the
Oh,
orc,
come on.
the
He
orc,
just
prob-
got the hair flip.
the orc saw you do that and say something, and he knew it was directed at him, and he just shakes his head, not in like, oh, silly girls, but more like just disapproving, like, don't come over here.
See, now that
Now I
makes me
have
want
to. Now I have
Do you
to.
want to go with the old mansion plan, but this time I actually will stay outside?
Remember when the last time that
I know.
I had a disguise though, and
I don't think we should leave her alone again.
I can play with these kids.
You didn't stick
Mansion.
to the plan.
As you begin
Somebody
walking up to the
open the
mansion,
Mhm.
you get a bit closer to the fountain,
Mhm.
and off to your right, you hear a pitter-patter of small feet running up to you, and there is a small goblin in leather that isn't the goblin you're looking for. But
These
he
are not
looks-
the goblins
He
we're looking
looks
for.
like he's got some burns on his leather apron. He runs up and goes, oh, don't go out there. That's Uthgar. Oh, he's just Uthgar. He has dismembered many people for just looking at him wrong.
Is there a back entrance?
No,
What's the right way to look at him?
yeah, does he like?
not. Don't
Oh,
look at him.
Well,
they took our friend.
It's a little late for that then.
Have you seen a fellow about your size little goblin? Friendly,
Are you-
heartwarming, fan favorite.
Are you talking about the fan favorite goblins in the forest?
No.
Oh,
TikTok. We think the man in this house kidnapped him. Oh,
oh,
I don't know anything about your Tic Tacs, but
talk.
your Talks, but
TikTok.
oh, your
Let it
TikToks,
go.
your clocks. Okay, I don't know anything about your clocks, but I would be very careful. That is a bruiser of an orc up there.
Aren't all orcs bruisers?
Oh,
I'm a bruiser
just
of a
you wait,
girl.
honey.
Just call me honey.
Yeah. You just
Uh-oh.
gotta call him.
I back up. I back up. I get
You back
I get
up.
31 feet away. I get 31 feet away. I go 31 feet away.
Well, it's 'cause
I run. I
Do
run
you-
31 feet away.
Do you want to rethink your choice of words?
Ah,
I'm 31 feet away.
I go with your majesty.
oh, I didn't know we had a princess in our midst. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. He drops to a knee.
Okay, now I run. I see that face.
Roll on your wild magic table. As the
Happily.
rest of the party is like sprinting away.
I ain't muting this shit. It's a 6.
60. Oh no, that is 0, 0, and then
Do you
6.
have a thing or do I need?
No, I don't have it with me right now. It didn't load earlier.
Hashtag DM fail.
Hey, I'm going all digital. I don't have everything at my fingertips at the moment.
A Mahjong chosen and controlled by the DM appears in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you, then disappears 1 minute later.
Reroll that one.
Mm.
That one is.
See,
Combat.
this is the fun thing about
What's a
the
Madron?
I don't even know.
It's a character from a different plane, and they come in similar shapes as all of the dice on the table, and they.
Oh, those.
Yeah. They're
No.
they're fun when you're in battle. They're not fun here.
Can I hold my pocket watch on this one?
What does it say?
It's the butterflies thing.
You see a
I love
butterfly flutter on the
butterflies.
pocket watch. You can shake it or get something else because the first one didn't count.
No,
or
I
you
want
can hold
this
it.
guy to suffer.
Okay, then shake it and get something else.
I don't want him to suffer. 16.
This is it.
This works. You're surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute. This is new.
Music begins to play around you, and the
He
little
lucked
goblin
out.
who is taking a knee and bowing to you looks up and looks around.
Oh shit, I don't think this had the effect I wanted. I forgot he was bowing.
Now he's
Literally, like,
Where's
enthralled
that?
by you.
Where's
I'm
that
gonna
music
draw.
coming from?
My dagger.
I best be on my way. And he goes sprinting back towards the blacksmith.
Goblins, why are they all so dumb and annoying?
Because goblins are dumb and annoying. Goblins have a lifespan of maybe 20 years.
I know that.
Because they end up falling into bogs or electrocuting themselves or,
or
dying
calling
of
a
other ways.
tiefling the wrong name.
We gotta keep an eye on TikTok.
Seriously.
Back door.
I mean, that bloke does look very, big. Clearly they don't want anyone getting inside.
Do we know how much of the wood was used in this house?
He
believe
said
he
that
said
the
that-
beams.
Yeah, but if it
Center
was only
bar.
of the first room, does it carry through the rest of it?
Well, if he said the house was literally growing, I'm imagining he used quite a bit.
I'm remembering in the last
I don't
place,
understand how this stuff works. I'm figuring it out.
there was a secret underground thing.
Yeah.
It's possible that we could get in that way.
Through the back?
Back door.
No.
No, the cellar.
Some sort of even more secret underground thing. Remember the secret underground thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
got
but
us
we-
into the cellar?
Don't have
Oh,
TikTok
that's
to show it to us anymore.
Lost town.
Child.
Or
I don't get the tunnel.
there's
I can
people
figure
in
them
this
out
area,
if
right?
we're
There's like
down
a
there.
park and a
There's a
fountain.
park. There's a park to
What's
the
the
south.
fountain look like? Is any particular like specialness or just?
No, it's actually fairly bland. It's a couple tiers. They get smaller as they go up, and some water is kind of bubbling and bouncing out the top and splashing down the sides. It's a beautiful fountain, but there's no ornate figures. There's nothing
Can I do a check on it?
exciting about it.
It's just water,
An
not
an
chocolate.
Arcana
Just
check?
water, not chocolate. You want to do what on it?
Like an Arcana check to see if there's anything?
Sure.
What or no investigation maybe to see if there's like a.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing an investigation.
What is your number?
It's a 4.
You walk up and look at the fountain, and as you look down in the water, you see a few small copper and silver pieces had been tossed into the fountain. But it's a fairly standard fountain.
How far away are we from Mr. Big Bad Orc Man?
About 35 feet-ish. Unless you're standing on the north side of the fountain, then you're about 20 feet-ish.
I mean, we could just kill it.
I'm gonna
You're
go with the
not
north,
wrong.
like north side. Well, No, because I ran away from her. I'm gonna approach to about that 20-foot line, like where we were still good, but I just want to get a little bit closer view, and I just want to survey his equipment.
Well, as you step forward, he does show off some of his equipment. He starts to pull at the sword at his side, and you see a crossbow on his other side.
Okay.
Siri, stop!
I didn't even hear that.
I
one.
don't. She just started dictating something. I don't know. But you see a crossbow hanging on one side, and he pulls a sword out from the other side and glares at you.
I'm gonna like raise my hands and like step back a couple of steps.
Okay, and he still holds the sword out just a little bit. You see it is a very well crafted blade. It is a dark metal, and then you see his chest is covered with a very like well scaled armor. It's a leather based armor, but it is a scaled armor. So some large beast he has taken down or has purchased. He is not kidding around with his gear. He looks like
the scale. Are we talking like dragon scale? Are we talking like a scale mail type thing?
more like a dragon scale.
Okay.
Okay. Can I message him?
Him who?
The orc.
Sure.
Pull out my
Yes.
phone.
So I'm gonna point at him and say,
Hey boo, how you doing?
But
Dinner later.
don't mean you any harm.
Bloop. You've got mail. As he hears your voice, he looks to either side to make sure no one's near him, and he steps down a stair and bares his teeth a bit, and you see the big fangs on his bottom jaw come out, and he stares at all of you and opens his eyes wider to take in who was just magically communicating with him.
I see him approaching us, and I just go, "Oh, that's right. I forgot my medicine. Can you all help me back to the inn? I just want to make sure that yeah, I don't remember. I think maybe I dropped it along the way, or something. Can you? Thank you so. I'm just gonna.
Darth, it's okay. Let's go.
And I start walking away like I totally fooled everybody.
He watches you all standing down the couple steps, blade still half drawn.
I'm still
Case.
standing there, like, kind of looking at him.
You're on the far side of the fountain. He's as
yeah, I'll be retreating.
you're retreating. Okay.
Yeah.
As
Slowly,
Garth,
but,
as
like,
Garth
just
is kind of
casually
like doing
walking
his thing, and Rumil's like turning around. He then still just stares you down as you're looking towards him.
And then I'll say it, like, actually, probably audibly enough, and be like, we don't want to hurt you. We're not here to hurt you.
I mean,
You're not here to come in. Slides the blade back in, turns around as if he doesn't fear you in the least, steps up a couple steps, leans up against the door frame just a bit.
So I'm going to move forward more and be like, we didn't say we wanted to go in.
Then get off the approach.
Why did they build a mansion if they don't want it to be admired?
It is a mansion you can admire from a distance.
We want to see the detail.
We don't do tours.
I didn't say we wanted in. We wanted to see the detailing on the building.
Well, you can see the detail from the fountain. You get any closer, and I will deal with you myself.
I'm just picturing like a really nice Frank Lloyd Wright, like just beautiful, like pristine,
Right.
amazing, like with those wooden beams, and like people are driving by and they're pulling up into the driveway and they're taking pictures.
We don't
Are there
have
any
we don't
out
have
there?
driving or picture taking, but there's
cars
people
are coming
there's-
by and people.
and they're sketching.
Right, yeah. they're painting it. Capture image, is that a thing?
Probably.
So then I'm
We
going to
can make
say,
it.
why so angry?
I've been a guard for this home, and I'm paid to be here. You must step back, because my duty is to keep people off the front of the building.
Why?
You ask plenty of questions. Back away.
Because I asked a question?
The door opens behind him a bit, and a second orc steps and looks over his shoulder, bares his teeth, and he lifts up a hand crossbow at his shoulder, and they're all threatening that if you
Maybe we should come back later.
They'll still be here later. He hasn't shot me yet.
We don't want to raise too much suspicion.
I think we've done that by asking questions and saying we're new in town.
Let's go get the medicine. And
I haven't seen it on the ground yet.
Motion her.
Fine.
As you all turn around and start walking away, you see the couple that was on their nice little date clutching one another and staring intently at what was happening as if they couldn't look away from this car accident that was about to happen in front of them. But they were terrified as to what they would see.
I'm gonna go over to them. Obviously, I still have my hood and stuff up, but I want to
And the
ask them.
ethereal music.
And the
Your
ethereal
ethereal
music,
music.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I'm gonna ask them. Do people usually get hurt for looking at that house?
They kind of look at each other and the guy goes, people, don't go up to that house.
How
You
come?
saw the orc there, huh?
Yeah.
This is a quiet place. Just don't put your nose in things you don't need to put it into.
Why do they have an orc? Do you know?
I don't know. We know very little, but don't go up there. And at that point, they're packing up their things and starting to hustle off, and they seem
Sorry
not to
about
want to.
Picnic. Just trying to figure
So
out.
how do we find a tunnel to this place?
Assuming there is one.
We can make one.
That's
We
a lot
actually
of work.
can.
Place to go.
Barth?
I mean, I have mold earth,
There's plenty
Well,
of rumors
both
that
of
could
us
be
do.
found at
so
the
we
inn.
can
It is
excavate
possible.
literally
fairly
make this.
quickly.
We could
We could make a tunnel.
I do think it might be valuable to just to visit the inn, see what might be said about the establishment.
I see the value in that.
Information is important.
The less risk we can give ourselves.
So
the
is
better.
action.
Agreed.
Well, then,
True,
by all
but
means,
if we-
you two go to the front of the house and we'll go get the information.
As you're all kind of bickering in the archway between the two parts of the town, you see B1RD go flying overhead and end up kind of crashing and skidding across the path ahead of you, and Barth shoves through you guys, not even paying attention to who he just passed by, scoops up B1RD. Come on, man, you got it next time, and he keeps running down the path.
Barth, wait.
Oh, he's long gone. He scooped him and he kept running.
I ran after him.
Let's find him. For sure.
So you follow Barth
Did you guys come?
eastward a bit,
Yes.
Sure.
and
I roll my eyes before I do, though.
Okay.
as you follow him
Go for
eastward, you do notice that he's led you to a slightly different part of town, to the east side. You do see the inn, and at that point, there's a bit of a crowd walking past, and Barth tucks through it, and is nowhere to be seen.
Gone, of course.
But you know he's somewhere in the area.
Well, if we're by the inn, we might as well.
Barth and his bird can tell us what we need to know.
Well, if we find him, great. But if not, I'm just saying, we're at the inn.
And for your understanding, the inn is the two buildings connected to one another on the far east side of your map, if you're taking any notes on your map.
What do we need at the end?
Information. This is where
Information.
literally everyone would come. If you're local, if you're from out of town, any sort of rumors or information about town can probably be found here.
I don't know what rumors will do, but Barth can tell us how to get in.
Maybe, or maybe not.
That bird.
Well, you go track him, and we'll
We're
find.
not splitting up. We're walking towards
Again.
the inn. Do we see
Again.
Barth?
Fine.
You don't see Barth anywhere at this
Barth?
point in time.
B1RD Barth! Barth BR18DBCQ.
I was gonna say there's got to be a Q in there somewhere.
People are looking at you strangely
You should
as
probably stop. If you didn't want to draw attention and be suspicious.
they're walking past. This seems to be one of the main routes through the side part of town. And there's a few farmers walking past with their cart, kind of staring you down as you're shouting out letters and numbers. And Siri keeps activating. I don't know why, but I can't turn it off because it also controls everything else that's there. That's what happens when we don't have a tech guy. Tom,
Can't you
are you out there? Do you hear me? I need you.
Ground
But-
control to Major Tom.
Basically,
Yes. And odds are he's. Anyways.
odds are he's playing golf.
Anyone else in the Los Angeles area interested in volunteering?
Anyways.
We do need a tech person if
We
you
need
like
to
D&D
replace
and
our
dad
tech
jokes
guy,
and
'cause-
If you like D&D and dad jokes, then this is the place for you.
or not.
That
We
was
have a
amazing.
dog.
That was amazing.
Sunday. Oh wait, Saturday.
No, no,
Saturday.
No, let us do
D&D.
that.
First and third Saturday.
The first and third Saturday of every month.
Coming to a fairground near you.
Coming to a living room near you.
We have a dog.
Alright.
What?
So after that,
No bark. No bark.
Sorry, I'm so amazed.
A lot of farmers staring you down.
You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only use the edge.
Oh my gosh.
thank you, POTUS.
Sorry, that was a comment from POTUS that he just knew. That was amazing.
Okay, so if we don't see Barth, I say
That's
we're gonna
clever. I like that.
do- That is clever.
Sorry.
POTUS,
All
are
good.
you an
All good.
advertising?
All good.
I am.
As you walk up to the inn, I'm assuming you're
Yes, we're going to the inn.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going in.
I was told I don't have a choice.
Do you want to roll?
Not forcing. I am not gonna force you.
I stay 31 feet ahead of them.
31-foot distance at all times.
Pretty much.
Anytime the mage hand bumps into her, you move. As you walk in, it's pretty quiet as it's about lunchtime. There's a few people having lunch at the tables. At the front, there's only about 4 tables. It's a fairly small inn, at least for the dining portion that they have. Then, behind the bar, you see a white, silver-haired man working on something. He turns around. He's a very dark gray skin, pointy ears. You do recognize him to be a drow. Welcome to the inn. Yeah, y'all from out here? Yeah, you need a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, that's not what I expected.
Are you? My skin. My skin is that not what you expected?
No, you were great just the way you are.
I come from a land down under.
Oh God!
I knew that's what was happening.
The land down under what?
You ever heard of the Underdark?
Oh my God.
Yes,
The
I
upside
have, in
down?
fact.
No, the Underdark. Oh.
It's well,
Rooms and lunch, please.
Rooms and lunch. Got it. He bursts through the door and you hear no, and some clanging and you hear him shouting some
Rise up
orders.
lights.
Yes, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Rise up lights,
Rise
aka
up
If you
lights.
say
razor
rise up
blades
lights, it
for
sounds like razor
Stralian.
blades and all
lights.
Rise up lights.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
Nice.
phrase.
At this moment, you hear a scream,
We
and
didn't come up with it.
the drow trips and breaks his neck, and you guys can't make fun of it anymore because I killed him.
Anyways,
No.
Wow, there's a drow.
Alright, give a kill to the floor.
You killed it on the floor. The DM accidentally killed the character with the floor. But you stand there for a second, and a young lad comes walking forward. Welcome to the Stumble On Inn. We're one of many.
Okay.
I'm the manager in training. My name is Ralph.
Run by a drow. What are you saying about you? I just want to take a moment to talk about that.
What?
I mean,
Stumble on In is run by a drow. What are you saying about
you.
I mean, the Stumble On In was run by
The Stumble-
Joshua.
the
What am I
Stumble On
The
In.
Stumble On In is inclusive,
The
alright?
Stumble On In includes
do not
everyone,
judge.
including.
No, I'm just saying our DM is calling himself a drow.
I'm
I'm
not.
a tiefling,
Which I guess kind of
but
makes
it's
sense.
perfect.
It does. A bit
That actually
evil.
makes
A
some
bit
sense.
evil. Also, programmer hides
Drowsy.
away. Drowsy. I'm
Come,
no. I'm
let
just.
them on in.
I'm just saying. I'm a software developer. I like the dark.
Get it?
Cave
No, I got it. I got it.
A drowsy.
Hello! Yes, so rooms and lunch. That's what we're looking for. Maybe a little bit of information.
Well, I believe the manager has gone for your lunches. Again, my name is Ralph, and I am here to help you with your stay at the Stumble On Inn.
Is an equal opportunity employer? Just curious. Asking for a friend.
He kind of stares you down. Yes, we employ your type here too. Well,
He already knows what you are.
Well, I mean, it's hard to not.
I've seen
Yeah.
tieflings before. We have rooms upstairs, rooms 1, 3, 4, and 11.
11.
Well,
What?
head upstairs, there's a key in each
calling
door. You may take the rooms. Are you of the magic potionary type, miss? Okay, 11 does have a potions table in it in case any one of you needs it. Otherwise, you can have 11.
Thank you. You can borrow it if you need it.
Thank you.
Something
Thank
simple
you.
will suffice.
Well, all of the others, 1, 3,
Yeah.
4. You may enter
Um,
any of those doors. They have keys and the door. Keep the key with you. Return it before you leave.
I'll take number 1.
3.
I've got shorter legs. It'd be nice to not have to walk as far.
1 is all the way at the back.
I'll
I
trade
feel like
ya.
wait. I feel like you didn't number that.
11's at the front.
Did I miss that?
You can have 11. I'll take 1.
Okay.
My great axe can just sleep on the bed instead of its own table.
Oh.
Do we need another room for the great axe?
No, it's fine. We're close.
We try not to question
He
it.
shuffles off. He shuffles off, and he just is a bit disturbed about the group that walked in. Out of the kitchen bursts.
Was this the information part?
Out of the kitchen
Yes.
bursts a different man than what had entered. Oh, you lot has the lunch here, and he's a bit older, stout dwarf, and he's carrying a few plates of food. Got a slight limp to him. Oh, well, I've got some salads.
Perfect.
I've got a bit of meat here. This is the roast quail. We also have. He looks around. When my other server gets over here, he will have the dessert. It's a bread pudding.
Delicious. Are you from here originally?
No, I grew up just outside of the woods here.
You know much about the magical wood?
No, it was great
Trees?
many years ago. The treants walked the forest and they had been slain for many, many purposes. Some of it to be the core, the heartstrings of some of the constructs known as the Warforged. Some were slain for building new homes for some reason. Others were slain in great battles, but now the forests are all but silent of their presence.
I'll cut to the chase. Is there a tunnel system in your town for maintenance in case we wanted to help, with plumbing and the like?
I don't like your questioning here, but I will say that
That's a charisma check.
the town guards
That'll
will
fail.
chat with you about that if you wish.
You all haven't had any problems with the gazers lately, have you?
Don't speak of them here. We're not allowed to work with their type. You're not a
No. That's what I'm saying is we don't want to work with them. The type we want to help protect you from them.
Well,
And if you had any trouble, we would be happy to oblige.
I've not had trouble, but again, speak with the gods for these matters. I
Thank
don't
you.
give city secrets.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Hmm?
You say that the treants were slain. Did you know any?
I did not know any personally, but there were actually some of your pointy-eared type that were great friends with them. One lives up in the mansion over there.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
And he limps off to the kitchen.
Val's got it.
What?
A few moments later, bread pudding arrives.
We're trying to come with
We're
an
trying to have a
freaking
freaking conversation here.
You can have your conversation, but
evil defeating plan.
a halfling walks up and he's carrying a tray of bread pudding, and he looks up and watches it as he slides it onto the table and bumps into some of your glasses. And you hear
So he's a
Sorry.
Midwest one?
He's
Don
a
Chandler.
Midwest
yes,
hobbit.
he's
Yes.
definitely-
Ope
I'm Midwest.
is the Midwest hobbit variety.
Yes, he's a Midwest hobbit.
And he slides it onto the table mostly and pushes just a little bit.
Your dessert!
And he runs off.
Tell him.
Someone's joining the guard.
What?
Joining the guard. Not you, obviously, because you're too short.
Well,
I'll join the guard.
I don't. Do they let women here? Do we know anything about the guard here?
they were men when we saw them.
They were men when you.
There is transmutation magic in the world.
Well,
I will never assume.
Have a disguise kit.
that's
I could
That's true.
fight.
They seem to be very
any of
readily
them.
accepting of any guards at this point. I don't know that.
So you're just gonna legit join the guard, Sam? Or you just act as a guard?
Like, knock out a guard and get his uniform?
We can't send
nope,
him because of the
nope.
medal.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, I will gladly talk to you off stream about changing your alignment. I don't think a lawful good would knock out a guard, steal his uniform, and pretend to be a guard. But if
I
that-
would.
Scooby-Doo all the
Well,
time.
it depends on whose side the guard is on. Because, like, Indiana Jones
True.
with Nazis.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't know that
but
Indiana
a
Jones is a
town-
lawful good.
No, but at the same time, too,
TV.
No,
Indiana
he's like,
Jones doesn't
yeah.
go like
Guys,
knock out
That's
a
a
police
discussion for a
officer.
different time. I would present too much
Off-stream.
information
You
for
bring
every single thing.
realistic and
We will stream this. It'll be a 7-hour stream happening over next Friday night into Saturday morning.
Various heroes.
there will be
alignment.
multiple timeouts.
And also multiple bottles of things consumed in order to get it through.
So much
Yes.
milk.
Yoo-hoo!
Much yoo-hoo.
I just don't know.
Apparently the guard's the only one that
Obviously
has the
the ones-
information that we need.
The guards have information, but if there are still some elves around, we could be able to connect with them. And they may be able to tell us something about this Kent fellow.
We haven't had good experience with elves so far. Just gonna say it.
Thanks.
I didn't say you.
No, I understand.
You speaking about me? And he pops his head out of the kitchen.
Dear,
Amazing.
That one's
healing.
got very good hearing.
Why don't we try what
Aye,
was last time?
Have a bit of wine.
Wine? Yeah! And he pops his head back in, and this
Perfect.
small hobbit comes rushing out the door, carrying a bottle of wine that he can barely see over. And he sets it down on the floor next to you. Glasses should be on the table. I can't see up there. Good luck. This guy barely stands about 1 foot 6 inches. He's a tiny, 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 tiny hobbit, and apparently they're
Seriously.
halfling hobbit.
Quarterling.
Quarterling.
I'm just
Eighthling.
saying we were using words that we weren't allowed to use.
We can use
I mean,
them.
we can say we
Tolkien's
just
estate
can't
isn't
print
gonna
it and
come
sell it.
after us.
We're printing and selling, but
I
it is a
mean, what
hobbit,
kind of
and they were
selling?
at.
What if we did the spider on the shoulder, go invisible shtick again?
But then how are we gonna talk to the guards to get the information that we need?
This is an alternative plan.
You ladies could flirt.
Sorry.
Really? The hair toss with the orc?
I take my
Go
hood
over
off.
well.
I take my hood off and look at Garth.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Across the way, you hear And there's
Talk to that guy.
There's a couple male tieflings who are a bit younger, having what seems to be their first or second drink, and they're
this
just
is
waving
gonna
at
be
you.
really well.
And then at that
You're
moment, they see that you look at them, and they see that there's a bigger group, and they quickly put their hoods over and continue their drinks in silence.
They didn't hear the music, did they?
Good.
Is the
I think
music
it's gone by
Music's
now.
gone
Yeah.
by
Okay,
now.
thank
Hey.
goodness.
Go chat them up. Maybe they have information.
Why would they have information?
Why would-
Anyone
how would they
could.
not? You're probably one of the only people who can really connect with them on that sort of level.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
know.
we need to talk to them?
I just feel like they may be crucial to this plot.
I don't have that same feeling.
Well, you know what? That's two of us to do.
Two of us have that
Two of us
feeling.
have that feeling.
What do you? Don't you?
Mum's the word.
Abstain still makes
I
it
knew
to
we
the
were
bottom.
friends for a reason.
Girl code.
Girl code.
Uh-huh.
Because if I went up to them and talked to them, I wouldn't get anywhere. But you.
Wait, I might. And I walk over to the gentleman.
Oh,
And
God.
here's how I proceed.
All right.
Now look, I was just talking to my friend over there.
Yeah, man. What? The horns.
She seems to be quite interested, but you know, she's kind of new to town, doesn't really know the layout.
Oh, we're new to town here too. We're traveling. Oh, so we get to have these once in a while times where a few of us tieflings are allowed out in the world, but we're from, the island. We're just having some drinks and enjoying our time. They don't like our sort too much out in the world, but these drinks are good out here. All we have is some really crap wine back in the
Yeah. So about the girl.
Oh yeah, girls.
But she,
Yeah, man.
you know, do you know anything about how long have you been here?
He pats his buddy who sits up. Oh, yeah. I'm here. Arm wrestle. What are we doing, bro?
Garth.
Oh.
Hold up, this is going well.
This wee hopper wants to arm wrestle.
How much are we hearing of this?
You're just hearing the guys and seeing them sway in their seats. You can obviously tell that this is like a stag outing of sorts.
Okay.
Oh, man, you don't arm wrestle him. He just wants to know
Well,
about
if you remember any information, she's either in room 3 or 4. So
34. Got it. Okay, cool.
Move to amend his alignment.
Next round is on me for you, sir.
That was a look to you. That was a look.
who's the look? I
He-
got a look.
It was
The guy kind of
worked
leans
it
out of
with
his chair quite a ways, holding his arm out as if to signal the waiter, and he keeps leaning
I'm gonna press
to the point where you
a light breeze.
you press to digitate a light breeze. He's leaning to the point where you're like, I don't know why he hasn't fallen, and then just a little bit of a breeze across his face. He falls out of his chair and stands up and looks around, pulls a hood over his head, and he continues to sip on his beer. And
I walk back over.
Well, how did that go?
Well, look, I don't want to repeat everything around the ladies because they just were very vulgar. I don't think you should associate with them. It's a good thing I handled that for us. Yes, they're still relatively new to town, so
I don't like that.
I run 30 feet away. Look, okay,
don't think we're
I've got
getting
no
anything done
ideas.
here.
I've
Let's
got
go.
no ideas.
Let's go outside.
I think
Thanks
I
for
had
lunch.
the best idea so far. Somebody go in as a guard.
as you guys are walking out,
I'm gonna finish
Ralph?
my wine.
Ralph waves at you as you're walking with your wine even.
No, stay.
Oh, you're gonna
at
sit
the,
there?
at
Okay.
the table. I'm gonna finish my wine.
The group is starting to get up as you're finishing your wine, and Ralph looks at you. As long as you bring back the glass, I won't charge you. You can take that out.
Just take the bottle.
You can pour it into something. You can take the bottle with. That's charged to your rooms.
I take the bottle.
You take the bottle. Ralph
I
grins.
now have a bottle.
Ralph
of
grins at you, and he straightens his belt, and he's awkwardly tucked shirt,
wine. Yeah.
mostly well shaven, missed a few spots. We'll see you tonight. We'll have your beds tossed and turned for you, and there will be We'll fold some fun stuff with your towels for you.
Thanks.
They try.
Very much.
Do we see Barth outside?
Barth is not to be seen outside.
Do we see guards outside?
From where you're standing, no.
Guys,
you-
every minute we waste, TikTok could be in trouble.
That's true, but if we barge in there...
But this evil elf could also open the chest.
Everything
Just
about
saying.
that house
Well,
implies
that's
that
more
it's
of-
Holds up
issue.
key.
that it's a
No, he can't.
True.
I mean, there's ways around locks.
Not magical ones.
Do we know it's
Unless he has
magical?
the other side. He could
We
technically
weren't
open
told
the other
it's a
side.
magical lock. We were told it was a magic chest. Or we told it was a chest that contains something.
Tacos. It contains tacos.
Burritos.
We
The
wish.
best burritos in LA.
Join us.
Where's
please.
that?
I don't know. If you have an idea on where the best
Is
burrito
that
in
near
LA
Monte
is,
Here?
then put it in the comments.
Anyways. So what's the plan? We need to do something.
Can't you do your magic stuff?
You do hear
You
in
guys are mad at
the
me.
distance, there's still people moving about, but you hear some swords clanging and a bit of a shout as if people are training off towards the prison.
Join the guard.
Let's just go to the prison, I guess.
Let's all just join the guard. We'll
We
do it
can all do it together. It's like,
I mean, that's fine. We'll join yet another organization.
I'd like
We're
to-
already a part of these guys. Shows the leaf pin.
that's true.
I know.
That's true. Okay. Go
I'd
into the
like
guard.
I'd like to check out this forest if there are other elves in the area that might prove
We'll keep our
advantageous.
eyes
If you
open
want
for
to join the
elves.
guard, you are welcome to. I don't think that would suit me very well.
You could do it as like a cook or something. You don't have to be a combat member of the guard.
A nurse?
You could be a cook.
Well, let's at least head back that way.
I-
Maybe they'll be
I
more
under- I-
forthcoming with
I get
information
what
if we
you're
have
saying.
females.
I'm just trying to be inclusive.
No, I get that. I just think we can employ multiple strategies. You know, if we have some people in the garden, we have, and I can go contact the elves. and we
Splitting up
have-
a party hasn't done too much good before.
It hasn't done too much bad per se.
For once, we agree.
You're still standing out in the road in front of the inn, and to the north you hear, "Come on, B1RD, you can get in there! Come on!"
Barth!
Well, we go find the child.
I guess. We
Running
always-
after Barth.
There's a house just to the north of the inn that you see B1RD bouncing around the edges, hitting all the windows, and attempting to enter the house.
Barth.
And is
A particular house or just
yeah,
multiple?
the house just north of the inn.
Okay.
And as you approach, you don't see a front stoop off either road on either side, nor do you see any doors on either of those sides. And you see Barth come around the backside, and he's looping this house, and he's yelling for B1RD, and off to the east you see him dive and catch B1RD as he falls from the air. Barth lets out a huff and slides him into a pocket and comes walking towards the inn, huffing and puffing, and he sees you all.
So, you having fun in town, guys?
No.
Buff.
What were you doing?
I'm trying to figure out this house.
Well, that makes two of us. What do you know about it? It looks
What?
a bit odd.
What do you see or don't see on this house?
Well, obviously doors.
Yeah, every side, no door. But the house seems like it's lived in. I don't get it.
Well, you're from here. How long has this house been here?
Since I was a boy. But
Has it always had no doors?
I walk up
I
to the
don't ever
walls and I
remember a
put
door.
my hands on it. And I see if I can see anything inside.
Slight sparkle around your fingers still occurs and then instantly goes away.
I want to do an Arcana check on his gloves.
My gloves.
Yeah, just to see if there's anything that I can discern about it.
Barth,
I need to
Yeah?
check my modifier.
the map you gave me,
Uh-huh.
it included all the houses and everything.
Uh-huh.
Are there more passageways in this city than what you showed?
I don't know. I'm like trying to figure that out too. See this house? It's gotta be a secret of some sort.
Well, we
There's
have
no
doors.
doors. No doors. Have you ever seen a house like that? No doors.
Have you ever seen a tunnel?
Nope.
Are there windows to this house?
Yeah, there's some windows up top. That's what B1RD was trying
But
to
none
get
on
in.
our level.
No. There's just
Where
Maybe.
have you been getting the food for B1RD?
I've stolen a few things.
That much.
You know, a magical enchanted pocket watch, magical enchanted.
Pocket watch?
Yeah, some guy had it and he was just like, I can tell the time in every
I
place in the
checked
world.
my pockets to make sure I still have mine.
Still there.
He was like, I can tell the time in every place in the world. This pocket watch just was spinning in circles the whole time, so I broke it down and I, piece by piece, fed it to B1RD and he flew.
Can I ask a question, a clarifying question about something?
Mm-hmm.
So, for understand languages, that's only like humanoid spoken languages?
Comprehend languages?
Yes.
You can comprehend languages that you can see that are written or that you hear. It's not humanoid, it's basically anything. Talk to animals, however, is like the difference there, where comprehend languages you can understand the animals speak, but you can't speak to them.
Are there any cracks in the house?
This is
There's
like a pristine.
no-
This is like a pristine house. Like it's lived in, well taken care of. The grass is well fed. It's bright green. There's a few bushes scattered throughout. Around the edges, like it's a home that seems 100% lived in.
Is there a path that seems like it would lead to a front door?
Zero path.
Are there pebbles on the ground?
I mean, you're standing in the street, so yes, there's
Great.
pebbles.
I pick up a couple pebbles and I like chuck them at the window to see.
They tap off the window. The curtains don't move.
I got a 16 on my Arcana check on his gloves.
All right. So you look at the gloves.
That was a while back, but I just
While
wanted
you
to
don't
verify.
fully understand why they keep sparking out on him,
Mhm.
you do kind of look at him, and you seem to think that, you know, you've seen other magical items that take a little bit of time to get used to its wearer and the wearer
Mhm.
used to it. So you're like, maybe he needs to attune to them.
Yeah.
Sure.
But otherwise,
That's
Can
it?
I
you've
do
not seen much like
Okay.
these.
an
Okay.
Arcana check on the house?
Sure.
No, I can't.
What is it?
I think it's, it was a 6, but I think it's a 9. Yeah, it's a 9.
Unless
You-
the light arc too.
You look at the house and you think either there's some magic that has prevented it from being a normal home, hidden a door, or concealed it in some way, but you also think maybe the builder was just an idiot and there's a different way in, maybe the roof, maybe underneath,
That's what I
maybe a
think.
window, maybe the builder was a ghost of sorts. And you go off into your head about these weird things about who knows what it was.
Are there any other like small outhouse type things or anything like that around the house? On the same property?
Are you looking to see if there's like a snake that'll come up and...
No, I'm looking to see if
Giant
there's
worm.
like,
Giant
oh,
worm,
this
yeah.
area over here might lead into a passage down that leads back up.
You don't
Uh,
see anything. It feels like every side you look at this home, you're on the back side of it.
Hey! Everyone stand on one side of the house.
Okay.
Okay.
I moved to the
Oh,
side
like
you're on.
opposite sides.
Obviously.
No, you're right? No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
everyone
like
on
everyone
each-
on one
I
side, I
understand.
meant everyone on a separate side.
Oh.
That's what
Yes.
Okay.
Pick a side.
Where do I stand?
Right there.
Wherever!
I give the opposite
Barth
side.
stands kind of at one of the corners and rocks back and forth, his hands in his pockets.
I think the east side.
I'm waiting on you guys so I can go get some more magical stuff for my bird.
You can go, Barth. It's
Okay. We'll be back in a little bit.
And he runs off, and you see him kind of scoping out carts and people as he's scampering through the city.
Sorry.
Stop it.
City. Siri.
City? Nope, didn't work.
Okay, I'm over here.
I'm gonna get in position on like just one of the sides.
I have a side as well.
So you each take a position north, south, east, and west of this house.
Nothing.
It looks exactly as you'd expect, the backside of a house on every side. Nothing changes, nothing spins, rotates,
Is there anything
changes.
on the ground?
Nothing
I
on the
didn't
ground.
know if it was some
Any
sort of
shrubbery?
illusion.
There's shrubbery
There
all
is
around
a
it, like you'd
shrubbery.
expect at the back of a home. Some
I
light
go-
greenery.
I dig through the shrubbery to see if there's anything on the wall.
As you dig through the shrubbery, you do find a couple weeds. You
pull 'em.
find... Oh, nice. You do...
Keeping my lawful good
you're,
side.
you're trying to get points back to your lawful good. You do notice that there's a little bit of some pebbles on the ground around these. Like, it's a well-kept garden on every side. You notice nothing on the wall. A little bit of fade on the paint, as one might expect behind the bushes, because, you know, sometimes they just paint around them as they grow.
I actively disbelieve it.
The house eats you.
Cool. This was fun, everybody.
Thank you for joining.
You said there were windows like up on.
On the second story.
Are there any balconies?
The first story seems like the back of the house. No windows on it, however. There's no balcony. There's nothing that seems like this is a spot to hang out or enter or sit or
I
whatever.
take
How
my
tall is the
spider
house?
brooch off and I like put it on the hold it by the wall.
You hold the spider brooch on the wall, up against the wall, and it slides to your fingertips, and you kind of tap it a few times, and it, in your hands you're like fiddling with it, and it flips over, and you see its serial number again, and you flip it back over, and you bump into it. And
Bree. BR14 and A. Yeah, I know.
And 4.
it still sits dormant in your hand.
How tall is the house?
2
And
stories.
back. And it's but like how many feet at its shortest?
How many feet? Probably about 26 to the rooftop, and then it's got a 30-degree incline, so at the top it's about 38.
Can I
To
climb
40.
it?
No, there's nothing for you to climb unless you have really sharp claws or something you can dig into. Do you have something you want to throw up there to try to hook with? Do you want to...
Goth, be back in a minute.
All right.
As I look around, is there anyone close by?
There's a few people passing in the street. They seem to be just kind of doing their daily thing. One lady's carrying a few fruits. There's a man walking with a small child, and he's got a couple bags under one arm. There's also another guy pushing a cart that's got some old trash fruit things that looks like he's been cleaning out some of the stalls from...
Gotcha. No one's really paying attention though.
No one's paying attention. They just
Okay, cool.
seem to not mind the
Yeah.
house.
So I'm gonna look around, see that there's no one paying attention. I'm gonna put my hand, just kind of lean on the side of the building, and then turn into a spider.
So you lean and you look
And
around
just
and you
like,
turn
okay,
into
no
a
one's
spider.
looking, and then
No one notices that happen.
okay, I'm gonna crawl up to the window.
You crawl up to the window and you peer in, and it seems to be a bedroom. It doesn't seem to have any like child's things in there, but there's also a lack of any like personal belongings sitting around. It just seems like a very well kept bedroom, things in their place, tucked away. You see a single bed and a nightstand, as well as a small dresser across the way and a closed door on the far side of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna make because there's windows around the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around, look at the windows, and then probably I should have time left. Like go up on the roof and look and see if there's any way to get in through the top.
Every window you look in is a
Yeah.
very similar style bedroom.
Okay.
So you see 4 bedrooms, and the second window on each seems to be all closed up as if it's almost like a bathroom or a closet
Sure.
or something, but you can't see in because the curtains are drawn. As you get up onto the roof, you mildly expected 4 chimneys, but there's not a single chimney on this house. Nothing on the roof that's expected. it's a very plain roof and, oddly enough, has no way of exhausting if they create heat inside or cook or anything.
Interesting.
I'm just like feeling along the wall on the side I'm at.
It's a solid wood. You get a splinter as you're
Oh, it's wood?
rubbing it across. Yeah, it's got a wood surrounding.
I was
It's
picturing stone.
it's
okay.
stone at about the knees down, and it's wood up above.
Okay, then I guess less than feeling, it'd be more like
Okay.
knocking.
So you don't get a splinter, but you do knock everywhere, and it's a nice solid thick wood, and you hear thunk 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 thunk. Nothing changes as you knock all the way around.
It's wood, I could just cut through it. When I get to their
But
side.
there's no.
It's mid-afternoon at this point, so from the DM's perspective,
Like,
town guard will come after you if you just start hacking into a home like a weirdo asking questions, then flirts with a weird orc person that people tell you not to go, and then slashes into a home.
desperate times call for desperate measures.
That law
I mean,
is really
that
getting
might
tested.
get you into the prison faster.
You'd have to go through the foundation,
Yeah.
It's just, I've got nothing.
which would be
It's not like they had.
Back to the guard?
I'm just gonna really quick roll an investigation around the house to see if I can learn anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
It's an 11. Yeah.
You learn shit.
Yep.
You see that this home looks beautiful on all edges. Looks like the back of a home. The shrubbery matches.
Yeah,
There's
got
no
it.
windows.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's move on.
Cast firebolt.
What?
I cast firebolt at the house.
I'm still on.
That's your cantrip,
she
right?
Doesn't know this.
It's a cantrip.
All right. Because it's a house, I'm not gonna have you roll to attack unless you want to, and I will cry if you can't hit the broadside of a house. But roll for damage.
Cause it's wood. It should burn. It should burn. It is a 10.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's gonna be. You don't get a plus for cantrips.
Yeah, no, it's a 10.
Mhm. Wow, you hit for 10 points of damage. You see a small mark on the side of the home. What the heck?
You need to turn Siri off. That's what
I
I told you.
Sorry, stream. Siri is being very weird tonight. So you see a small mark burn into the home, and it catches just a little bit and burns there, but it doesn't seem to spread. It just kind of keeps its fire.
Yeah,
small.
that's
And
what I figured.
it
That's why
seems
there's no
that the
rest.
home is like trying to repair itself as fast as your fire is burning it, and it sits there and continues to burn in one spot.
Enchanted wood. It's enchanted wood.
Okay.
If I yelled at, did they hear it?
Depending on what side you are and what side they're on, most of them heard it. If they're on the far side, they heard you screaming
It
something.
doesn't burn. Or it heals itself or something.
I'm gonna run over to see what the heck is going on, but yeah.
Well, then the reason you wouldn't need a door is because you bust in every time and it heals itself.
But I couldn't bust through it. The fire didn't burn it. Look.
At that point, you hear,
Whoa! It's on fire but not going anywhere. Whoa!
and Barth grabs B1RD and kind of looks around and scrapes him against the wood a little bit.
Barth,
And then-
stop.
And then you see B1RD come to life briefly and flutter and then kind of go dormant.
This wood's kind of magical. Also, you are causing it to be magical, I think, because I've rubbed him on every wood, every rock, every stone, every pebble. I'm trying to figure out how to keep him alive all the time, but you know, this house never did that to him.
And he's like scraping against, and
Barth,
a
stop.
wing comes out and then comes back in. And
Barth, you're gonna hurt him. Stop.
Oh, I don't want to hurt him. I just want him to be my friend forever.
I know. I'll help you figure that out.
Okay.
But don't
Okay.
beat
okay,
him on the house
okay.
like that.
Okay.
so he looks around and kind of looks at you as he gently sets him up next to the fire, and he sets the bird onto the fire, and the bird comes alive a little bit in this slight indentation, and he sits there and he's flapping his wings, but unfortunately the couple feathers that were added in that were wood burn up, and And he pulls the wing in, and he's flapping his other wing, and the bird stays alive as he's sitting in this little burning patch of fire.
Bart,
He's winning. He's alive.
Take him out of the fire, though. He's
Oh, B1RD, come here.
And the bird jumps down into his hand and settles a little bit, and you hear,
Oh, ow, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I said I'll help you figure it out, but first
He-
I gotta figure this out.
he puts B1RD into his pocket of his little robe. You see two little bird footprints lightly burned into his hand. He goes,
That's cute. I like B1RD's feet. They're so cute.
I'm ready to join the guard. I don't have any other.
I
answers.
really quick cast Mage Hand and I knock.
I just thought about that.
I'm.
nothing happens as Ari was knocking around prior.
Well, I just know he said that magic seemed to activate it, so.
At this
Might
point,
as
you
well
see
try.
the two guards that were being barked at this morning walk past, and they're kind of sloppily walking past. They're not walking with firm purpose and step that the leader had, and they're just like, yeah, what's going on? They look at you guys, and they see a little bit of smoke on the house.
I walk up. We were trying to put out a fire that happened. Don't know what happened, but we realized that this made us want to be guards. We want to take care of this town. Please.
The guards kind of look at one another. We've never seen you here before.
Yeah, I know. I'm new.
So you
Discrimination?
You just want to come take over our city and take
No,
our jobs and
This is a really happy town.
guard
and
our town and.
You look like you could use a break.
All right, go see the director. He's over by the prison. I'm just gonna go grab a pint now.
Before you go, who lives here? It's a beautiful home. I point to the house that we've been.
So we can let them.
I don't know.
You're not from here?
No, I'm a guard here, miss.
Then how do you not know who lives in this house?
I'm a guard here, miss. I just look for trouble. I don't care about homes and stuff.
Is there a records hall where those records might be kept?
Kind of looks about. Maybe in either the mansion or the prison, but we don't really have a city hall like the big cities do.
All right, enjoy your pint.
Wait. I said I was getting a pint, eh? Don't tell the captain about this. We're still on the clock for a couple more hours. And the other guy with him grins, and they rush off to the Stumble On Inn and bust through the door.
All right, I think it's our only option at this point.
I said to flirt and get information.
I got information.
Did you?
Yeah, they don't have a town hall. Flirting's not really my thing, in case you haven't noticed.
I don't think we had a real reason to notice until now. You just
Yeah,
activated it
I
so
mean-
proficiently against that orc.
The orc, it probably looked like. Hey!
Have you seen Jumanji when Karen Gillan does the kind of like that?
Basically.
All right,
Have you seen any Jim Carrey movie?
to the
I
guard.
assume that. So you walk up
I'm gonna
towards
become a human again and then walk with them.
Thank you.
Be human.
as you become human and step down. You hear
Find a spot that like most people aren't watching, kind of maybe the same corner,
Cool.
edge of the building. It's just like, "Phook." Okay,
you hear
nothing happened.
Holy.
and you look off to the side and Barth is staying there.
What? You're one of those druids, huh? Whoa, dude. Druids are the best. Uh-huh.
Well, first of all, you're right. I'm one of those druids. Now,
I found the druid.
you did.
Oh!
You found him. Now,
Found the
have you seen any other people that look a bit like me? You know, elves.
The
I hear they
elves?
could be in the forest here around.
Well, the elves, I heard they lived in the forest because that was where they were supposed to be. And then the forest was like, destroyed, but it's not destroyed. I don't know what that means, but they didn't stay around much longer, and you know, it was a sylvan forest, like elves and stuff like that, but I think they went north. Something like that. They went north. I think they went to another forest where there's still some foresty things that are still alive, but I don't know that there's much because they quickly left the forest, is what I heard in town. There's only an elf or two in town, but they're travelers. I think they're just trying to figure out what's going on. Other than, you know, Cat, the dude in the mansion, he's really the only elf here.
Well, thank you. You've been very helpful, Bob.
Huh, not a problem. Can you teach me how to be a spider? I want to be a spider so bad. That'd be so cool.
It's very cool, but it will take years and years and years. Maybe we'll get started. You give it a little time.
Oh. Okay, cool, bye!
And he runs off.
To the prison.
To the prison. As you're walking to the prison, you still hear some of the clanking and shouting just to the south of the prison. And as the two guards standing at the gate kind of look at you, you start to notice off to the south that there is a few guards there training. The captain is there, hands behind his back, walking left and right, as if he's watching over the new recruits, which there's two dressed guards and one, like, standard dressed civilian.
I'm going to hold back as they approach. Just kind of stay behind. Keeping an eye, but not, like, joining.
Need any help?
Oh, my soul! Need any help, you said? So, where's your friend? He was of the stature we're looking for.
Oh, he's around somewhere, I'm sure.
Ladies,
Yes?
you want to join the guard?
Yes.
That's what we said.
We haven't had any ladies in our guard yet, but as long as you're not a distraction, let's put you to the test.
Great. Do you need any cooks? I have a friend.
We're just town guard. Do you expect us to be the army?
Do you need someone to cook for you, though?
Medic?
Medic. Ooh. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Need a medic?
You need a dog?
Need a spider?
You could be a dog.
Thanks for playing.
He's looking you over and having second guesses on contemplating adding women to the group, and then sees the small stature Garth, and is just not sure what to think here. Well, if you want to be part of the guard, we don't cook here. We each have our own home. We do have a town healer. So, I think we're good on the medic, and
And it seems some people have their own private security, yes? It looked like the mansion had their own private security.
that they do, and they pay us well to let them do their thing.
With the guard, is it like a standardized uniform and weapons, or is it kind of BYO?
Now, it's a bring your own weaponry, because some people can't pick up an axe, like your wee friend. Some people can't decide how to wield a sword, and they'd rather cast some spells. I don't care any longer, as I just need people to keep the ruffians at bay.
Now, you say that the people at the mansion pay you to
They
do you their
pay us
business.
well. They built this wall for us. They made sure that our prison does what it needs.
They?
Once in a great while, they bring in a ruffian or two for us to hold. But
They? Is it more than one person in the mansion, or
one would expect more than one person in a mansion.
just?
There are some very selfish people.
I mean,
Who's gonna cook or clean?
okay, so
Do they need a
the
cook?
servants pay?
I don't know much about them. There's a courier amongst town that delivers payment. Once in a while, they ask for a guard to meet them by the fountain, and the orcs deliver us a ruffian or three.
Tell you what, we'll volunteer for you for a day in the prison, and if you like our service and our style, hire us on full time.
No,
If
I
not-
don't. I don't take volunteers, but there's a tryout here. Feathers burst from your face.
So
They don't take volunteers.
deliver.
They only pay you.
They deliver people like the goblin that they handed over the other day.
I can't speak of who's in our prison or not, but they do deliver.
Even if we're in the guard.
Oh, they deliver?
To the fountain, we take them the rest of the way.
It's clearly not DeShorno.
Or DoorDash. But we have tryouts. If you want to be part of the town guard,
Right. Sing a song.
Not those kind of tryouts, and I
Oh.
doubt, madam, with the axe you're wielding, that you're of the bardic type.
Oh no, for sure. You don't want to hear me sing. I know.
And I
You really
will
don't.
always guard you. So he motions to the couple guards there that are what you've seen to be the strongest, most burly guards, but they're still not anything too challenging. They're standing there, swords in hand, huffing and puffing from the civilian they just trained, and seems to have passed. And he walks off, and he's got a small little red ribbon pinned to his lapel. You see him walk off towards the front of the prison at the gates. The guards kind of stare you down and point at all of you standing there like, hey, who's next?
I walk up,
Mm-hmm.
draw my sword.
He draws his sword, and we're going to roll for initiative, and you're going to have a one-on-one battle with this town guard.
Great.
We have a duel.
I'll draw my shield since I'm not using my great axe.
So that'll get you to your 18.
Yeah. My initiative is 9.
Is no.
I'm like ready to fight, but like not super.
Your initiative is 9.
Let the jousting begin.
Shall we tilt? Tilting, it's
Lords and ladies,
This
and everyone else not sitting.
Sitting on a cushion.
this guard starts swinging his sword in circular patterns around him to look very cool. He rushes up to you, and he swings
Swing, bada 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 bada.
for an 11, which probably
Nope.
doesn't beat. So he swipes at you, and you dodge
Yeah.
to the side. It is your turn.
I don't want to kill him.
You can
No, you can
non-lethal damage.
You
Okay.
can, you
You
can
have
do
just
damage,
have to
and you can say
specify.
every time you do damage, it's non-lethal.
Okay, non-lethal. Kick his ass. 15.
15
What?
hits. Roll damage.
Wait, plus 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally did not see the
Yeah.
number that you actually rolled then.
12.
Thank you, Blacksmith Craft,
you're
for
using
your
your
lovely
long sword.
dice.
You said
Oh,
you're
that's
using
right.
your
No,
long
that's
sword.
right,
So
that's
it's still
right.
this plus 6, but it's a D8.
Okay.
That one.
11.
11. You swing and you knock right into the side of the guard, and as you see that
Swing tin cup.
as you see that it's going to hit him pretty hard, you turn and smack him with the blade,
Yeah.
and it hits him right in the side, and he drops to a knee, and he goes, "Oh, you've
Am I
bested
in?
me."
Great. I'll take my ribbon, please.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a ribbon. It's got a little pin on it.
That was quick.
Great.
I see that looked easy.
All right. Can I help with the prison now?
The captain just kind of waves you forward and points to the door. You have become
Have become.
a trainee of the guard.
Awesome.
And tonight, as you've become trainee of the guard, and we are approaching 7:15 Pacific time, in order to make sure we get through the rest of, like, you know, drawing a winner,
Oh yeah.
Chatting.
Oh,
Yes, we have a winner!
True.
we are going to end our session as you became a trainee of the guard in Greenmar. You've met a fun little scamp who calls himself
Bard.
the Spectre of the
The
Night.
Spectre of the Night.
The most amazing rogue of all.
Yes.
and whatever other things he spat out in
The
his little
most
B1RD.
adorable rogue of all. More like it.
I mean, as like a 7-8-year-old kid, yeah, he's a pretty cute little dude.
I know, we're
What?
obsessed.
We're obsessed.
Lindsay no longer cares if we find TikTok.
Did I ever really?
Now,
She's like, there's this cute little kid.
That's
so
a
we're
rogue.
closing the giveaway right now.
Giveaway.
Giveaway.
The giveaway has been closed, and now
We
we
want
are
dice.
going to draw a winner for the Blacksmith Craft Dice. And here it is.
Sims.
Celia MTZ27.
Nice.
If you are still here on stream, reach out to us, DM us, hop onto our Instagram. We will get some details from you as to who you are, where you live, and how we can get these dice to you.
DM the DM.
Dice.
Hey, DM the DM.
DM
I
the
mean,
DM, DM the account.
DM.
You have won a beautiful,
They're so
amazing,
Super
I
nice.
think-
wonderful
White.
set of white with dark metal shine. Extra.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
They look so
They're
good.
awesome.
For those of you who really want a set of these, take a look below or type !dice in our chat. That will get
Hey,
you-
she's here! Or he's here. Or they're
Are
here.
That
We said
person
she.
is here.
They are here.
They are here.
They are here.
We
So-
are here.
We are here.
Alright, Doc.
Anyway.
DM us.
Yeah.
If you
Or
don't
here's a
like
clue.
Twitch or are new to Twitch, hop on our Instagram and message us there.
Or Facebook.
Instagram or Twitch are the easiest ones to get a
Okay.
hold of us. Facebook and Twitter are silly. Sometimes the notifications don't go through.
Oh, that's right.
So do ping us here or on Instagram, and we will get in touch with you and get these dice sent to you as soon as possible.
We did it.
Congratulations.
No lava.
As we have now entered the world of Nier, there are some documents the players have gotten. I will be making sure those are put on our Discord.
Yeah, I got
So, for those of you who aren't part of our Discord, type !Discord, somebody right now. It'll give you a link that you each can click and join the Discord to see the chat. If you are one of our subscribers, there's even more reason to join the Discord because we have the Mug Club, which is, the subscriber club here for our Discord chat, which is just our cast and crew and our subscribers. We can all chat. We have a little bit more close quarters chat, not just the general everybody, every ruffian, every dog, like, Tinkerbell here. That gets us a little connection to thank you and interact, and you get to know our characters, you get to know us, you get to see behind the scenes photos first.
Yep.
Basically, the hierarchy of things is if there's something new and fun, it goes cast and crew chat, Mug Club, general, Instagram. So, if you're just following us on Instagram, Discord gets you a little bit ahead of schedule. You get to see some things, you get to ask some questions, you get to come up with ideas like, have wanted posters for
For the
people
side.
like Ari who hack into guards. We can have an Ari wanted poster and stick her up somewhere.
he fought me, guys.
Or cube
Well, I mean, if
dragons.
somebody attacked
Or
you,
Cubert showed up.
Hubert could show up.
Yeah.
So we can litter these walls with your
I mean,
ideas.
somebody
We
attacked you,
can
you'd
come
fight
up with new things that you want to see on our streams. We love hearing all of your discussion. And on Discord, that's the best way to get in touch with us. Otherwise, I'm going to pop quickly over one more time to our sponsors. I want to say thank you again to those of you who have hopped into our Indiegogo below me, which has
Oh my
definitely
gosh.
helped out on all of our
And
gear and
Indiegogo is
our
a rich one.
amazing set. Nathan and our friend Jordan here had built and designed the set together, and it was from your help that made
Austin
it happen.
helped.
Austin helped. I supervised as it was installed.
I don't know
I
if
guess.
anyone is on here, but also a quick shout out to EcoSat because that's where we got all our supplies,
Yes.
and we're able to be very frugal.
Huge shout out to EcoSet. It did help us keep in budget.
Paint.
Um,
Oh, so much.
Our
money.
Indiegogo, our tier that we hit was if we frugaled everything out of everything, and it means that, yeah, guess what? We got some great deals. EcoSet helped us with that. We do still have our Indiegogo. We do have our tips, our bits, our subscriptions, all of that do help us continually improve our craft so we can give you some awesome stories each week. I'm jabbering away.
Maybe eventually you'll be able to sit in the inn even more.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll accept me into the inn. Right now I'm sitting in Los Angeles. They're
In the
currently
annex.
somewhere in the world of Nier, sitting at
Yeah.
a Stumble On Inn. We are Skyping or
Oh.
whatever wizard orbing call is, and
Interference from
Doggo.
Doggo.
Doggo makes presents. Doggo goes down. Sorry, Doggo. But yeah, I think that wraps our night.
deal.
Players, do you have anything to shout out other than the great sponsors, Caffeinated Cobalt, Critical Treasures, and Blacksmith Craft Dice?
We've got our own merch. If you want to jump on that, we've got merch from
shirts.
our sponsors. We got merch from Here Be Dragons.
Yep.
Lots of stuff you can check out there.
Yeah, all of our shirts are available through the merch like Austin is saying. And also just another big thanks for everyone for tuning in and your continued support.
Seriously, you guys are awesome.
We're so thankful for all of it. Otherwise we would just be 5 people talking to a camera. We would still have fun, but we're glad that you're here to enjoy it with us.
Seriously.
And congrats to our giveaway winners.
Congrats to Birdie38 and
Celia.
and MTZ.
27.
So, both of you get in contact with us. We will get your prizes out to you. For the rest of you who want some of these cool prizes, stay tuned
Stumble
to our
on back
Instagram
now.
and to our Twitch. We will be doing giveaways as we go along. Continue to get excited about our sponsors and tell them how much you love their stuff, because that helps us be able to give some of this stuff away, because they want you to have it in your hands as much as we do. So
It's so pretty.
it's
Thanks,
so
guys.
pretty. Have a good night, and with
And
that,
have a good weekend.
let me find the button. I don't
Bye.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.